Hello, yes, students, welcome to Vedantu J English. I'm Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher, and I really hope so. How many of you had shifts today? How many of you were having exam today? Right? How many of you, if yes, the shift 1 and shift 2 students, write Y in the comment section. Yes, everybody. So, let's firstly talk about chemistry, right? That in shift 1 and shift 2, how was chemistry? So, in shift 1, it was good questions, right? You can say that some questions were okay, easy, but some questions were, I would say, new questions they have asked, right? That means they have asked some really good questions in chemistry, right? When we talk about when we talk about the previous shifts, right? They were mostly it was easy to moderate, but today's it was not tough, it was moderate. But talking about the physics, right? What Shreyas has told me, he told that physics shift was difficult, right? So as I have also gone live on this channel regarding that, the physics shift was unexpected. It was difficult, right? It has not been asked in past few years. That kind of question, those kind of questions has not been asked, right? And talking about the shift number 2, right? Now, talking about chemistry part, it was easy only, right? We can observe that in shift 1, there were more organic chemistry questions, and shift 2, we can observe more inorganic questions, right? So that means they are unevenly distributed, right? So you can expect, and it's not like they have asked some new question in this shift, right? Predictable questions they have asked. We have also seen some questions from MOT, right? All the other questions were similar to the previous pattern only, right? Talking about physics here, it is also moderate, right? Talking about maths, that is lengthier, that is on the lengthier side. So what is the demerit of these things? That if physics come difficult to you, the worst part is you don't get time for mathematics to solve questions of maths and to solve the questions of chemistry. So that is something is very important to handle in the exam. The time management is very important. And guys, all the students who have 29, who have exam on 29th, I would really advise you that please go through, touch each and every topic, especially of chemistry, because chemistry is not getting on a difficult side, right? But yes, they are asking good questions in chemistry. So we can expect really good questions in chemistry in tomorrow's exam. Okay, so now if you want me to start with the 28th Jan shift 1. Firstly, in just 10 to 15 minutes, I'll give you an overview of shift number 1. Okay, shift number 1, what kind of questions were being asked in shift number 1. If you are ready for that, then let me know in the comment section. Right? Okay. So let me know in the comment section, everybody. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to start with the chemistry part. These are the question of shift 1, right? After that we'll do physics and then mathematics of shift 1. Then we'll start with shift 2, because this is a speed solution, so I'm not going to take much of your time. We are going to save your time here, right? Okay, yes students, very good. Okay, now let us start. Yes. Okay, so talking about the first question here, that is the product A and B in the following reactions is respectively. So now this is on a easier side, right? Why chemistry is moderate? I'll tell you some 2-3 questions which were important and which were really interesting questions that they have asked. This question, I would say, this is a very simple, very direct and very easy question. And this question, same pattern has been repeated, that is AgCN. This question was also observed in the previous shifts, right? That is, if you have, this must be Br, right? CH2Br, then what will happen here? AgCN, it will form NC here, right? So that is NC and NC. And over here, it will form NO2. In AgNO2, it will form NO2 and answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay, answer is going to be B is the correct answer. So direct, this is a question from haloalkanes, haloarenes. A simple question based on that Ag forms covalent bond with C and NO2, right? Okay, next question is the molecules having square pyramidal geometry. So yesterday also I told you that they ask you questions from the shapes, hybridization, magnetic moment, and you can observe shapes, hybridization, magnetic movement. In all the shifts, they are asking you this question, right? So this is a molecule having square pyramidal geometry are very simple, very simple. Square pyramidal geometry means it should have square pyramidal geometry means if we talk about 6 should be the 6 should be the steric number. If 6 is the steric number, it will be sp3d2, right? Then geometry, I would say if you include the lone pair, that would be octahedral. But if you're talking about square pyramidal geometry, like a shape they are talking about, then that means there should be one lone pair, right? And there should be 5 bond pair, and that too sigma bonds. And that we can observe one lone pair and 5 bond pair, that is sigma bonds, that is observed in this particular section, that is Br, right? Wait a minute, let me just draw this here. This is Br. We know that bromine has how many electron, how many valence electron? It belongs to halogen. That means it belongs to group number 17. 17 means 7 valence electrons. It will have 7 valence electron. Means guys that it will form, if it is forming 5 sigma bonds, subtract 5 from here, it will have 2 electrons. That means 1 lone pair it will have. That means definitely 1 lone pair plus 5 bond pair is equals to 6. So it is a octahedral geometry with the shape is square pyramidal. So it is going to be this thing, right? Okay, what about XeOF4? Same thing we will do here, that it is Xe is belonging to noble gases. It is belonging to noble gases. Noble gases means group number 18. Group number 18 means 8 valence electrons. So 8 valence electrons, it is already forming, if you talk about oxygen, it will form double bond, and 4 single bonds it is going to form with fluorine. It is already forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is already forming 6 electrons are already occupied in the bond formation. So it is 2 electrons. That means 1 lone pair. And when you have 1 lone pair, but the sigma bonds are 5 because oxygen is having 1 pi and 1 sigma bond. So answer is going to be 6. So it is going to be this kind of situation, F double bond O, right? So answer is B is the correct answer, okay? Directly from shapes and hybridization, right? Okay. Next question is, even in shift number 2, I was just checking the questions here. Even in shift number 2, they are asking the exact same question that they have asked in shift number 1, right? NiCl4. So exact same question, right? It's not like they are not asking new questions. They are asking some new questions also. 7, so 5, 6 new questions also, right? But some questions are repeatedly from the same pattern in the previous shifts, right? So the incorrect decreasing order of atomic radii, incorrect order of decreasing order of atomic radii, as you can see here, guys. So directly you can see this here, that this is Be and Mg. Down the group we know that size increases. That means magnesium should have more size as compared to beryllium. So answer will be, this is the wrong statement. So they are asking you the incorrect decreasing order only. So that is going to be the incorrect order, right? Okay, yes. Next is consider the following elements in okay. In indium, thallium, aluminium, lead, the most stable oxidation state of elements with the highest and lowest first ionization enthalpy. Okay, firstly you have to see which has the highest ionization enthalpy. Okay, so this is okay. So this is going to be indium. Beta mangi. Okay, right? Okay. So if you talk about this thing here, lead belongs to this group. Okay. So here we can see that which has the highest ionization enthalpy. Along the period, if you talk about along the period, here we know that from this particular ionization enthalpy is like this. It is W. Okay. Like this, it is the ionization enthalpy, that is B, Al, Gae, Indian, TL. Right. So minimum is for Indian. Right. So minimum ionization enthalpy is for Indian. right? Even we know that along the period, ionization enthalpy will increase, right? So as compared to group number 13, group number 13 will have less ionization enthalpy, and in group number 13 also, indium has the least ionization enthalpy. So lowest ionization enthalpy is for indium, right? Highest ionization enthalpy. I told you from the exceptions they can ask you the questions, right? Yesterday only I told you that, right? So here it is. We know that along the period it increases. So here you will have, this is also one exception. If you remember, the same question they have asked in the previous shift. Now they have combined two questions here, right? So here it is. We know that the exact order is, it will be down the group, ionization enthalpy is decreasing. So it will be Ka, Si, Gaye. But over here there will be replacement. So it will be PB and then it will be 10. So we know that, wait a minute, Kasi Gaye, it decreases. Out of this, they are not asking you this, so they have not given here. This is not given in the elements above, right? This is given in the elements above. So PB definitely, acha, PB so definitely it will have maximum, na? Right? So it is PB only because it belongs to group number 14, right? Okay, so PB. PB exists in which oxidation state? PB exists in PB2 positive oxidation state, IN 3 positive oxidation state. So answer will be 2 positive and 3 positive, right? So answer is B is the correct answer. Okay, so that was a good question. Okay, I will not say ki if you just know this, you will be able to answer this. It was a good question, right? You need to have two things here. One thing is you should know the oxidation number here. The most stable oxidation number you should know, right? That group number 13, it is most stable in +3 oxidation state, that you should know. And second thing is you should know which has the highest and lowest ionization enthalpies. So these are the two important things here. That is why I will consider that this was a good question in your shift number 1. Okay, next is you have what is the rate of reaction of CO2 with aqueous? Now again, they have asked simple questions, right? That's why shift number 1 is a lesson for you, right? They have asked good question, but in a slightly that manner that you need to use some brain, right? Okay, so now you need to know that which is the rate of reaction CO2 aqueous, this among the following. Basically they are saying that which will have carbon dioxide, which will emit carbon dioxide fastest. We know that whenever an acid that reacts with NaHCO3, it will give off carbon dioxide here. That means the more acidic it is, more easily carbon dioxide will be liberated. So basically they are asking you the acidity of the compounds. So here also three important factors we have. First is, we know that ma'am, phenol is less acidic. Yes, phenol is less acidic as compared to benzoic, but if you have NO2 groups on ortho and para position, that means if you have picric acid is more stronger even as compared to benzoic acid. So here guys, everybody, so here answer is going to be 1 is having the maximum acidity here, right? 1 over here, these two are eliminated. Okay, next two are these two things. Now I told you ortho effect. In ortho effect, what we say, if you have benzoic acid, doesn't matter on ortho position, you have some plus I, minus I, whatever group you have, that will make it maximum. It will increase the acidity of that benzoic acid. So then it is going to be 3, then it is going to be 2. So answer is 1, 3, 2. Okay, answer is 1, 3, 2 because it is because of the ortho effect, and here it is picric acid. So I would say again it is a good question that has not been asked in the previous shift, because in the previous shift they were asking very simple question on the stability of carbon ion, right? Okay, next students, now this I would say this is a simple question. Okay, this is not a moderate question. If you have done all the GOC, if you have done stability of intermediate, you know the basic of GOC, na, you will be able to answer this. This I would say here, if you have studied ortho effect, you know picric acid is more, only then you will be able to solve this. But this I would say if you have general knowledge of GOC, then you would be able to solve this. So here what is this? This is basically, here it is positive, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pi electrons. We know that this is aromatic in nature, right? Aromatic in nature means maximum aromaticity. That means it is going to be aromatic, maximum stability. So one is going to be maximum stable. So this is eliminated, this is eliminated, right? Next is, here you have pH thrice, here it is pH twice. We know that whenever you have a carbocation with a benzene, it is forming resonance. Here you have 3 benzenes, here you have 2 benzene. 3 benzene means more resonance. So if you remember, yesterday only I told you a very important thing, that is Bar-He. That is Bar-He. Okay. So here aromaticity, after that you think about resonance. So according to resonance, second is going to be more stable. So 2 and then you will have 3. Okay. Last you will have 4th. Reason being, here you don't have resonance. Here you have a plus I effect. Okay. That is the reason. In end you will have 4th group. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Is that clear? Very good, very good. I can see your answers in the comment section. Very good. Okay. So now this question, guys, this question. Okay, this is also a simple question, right? But I would not say it's very simple. Why? Reason is it has some of the very, very important naming reactions. Now, those students who have watched my lecture yesterday, right, I can guarantee that they would have answered this, because all the naming reactions I told you, chances are they will ask you. I told you yesterday only that they have not asked a Hoffman bromamide reaction till. They have not asked this carbylamine reaction. If you remember, I told you yesterday that they are focusing on amines, right? Okay. So here in the given reaction sequence, you have chloro. Now this question is KOH. You have high pressure, high temperature. Definitely, there are so many conversions here. So I'll just draw the chart here. From chlorobenzene, after Dow's process, you will have the formation of phenol. After phenol, they are saying you have CO2H positive. CO2H positive is basically Kolbe's reaction. This is Dow's reaction. This is Kolbe's reaction. This also we did yesterday. After Kolbe, what we will have? We will have the formation of salicylic acid, that is C double bond OH. After that, you are adding NH3. Whenever you add NH3, OH is replaced by NH2. OH will be replaced by NH2. This will be CONH2, right? CONH2. After that, this is S. So S is basically this. This is S. After that, Br2KOH means Hoffman bromamide degradation. Okay, Hoffman bromamide degradation. After Hoffman bromamide degradation, tell me what will happen. CO will be escaped. Okay, that will be eliminated. That will vanish off. Okay, so here you will have OH and this is NH2. Ma'am, after that, which is the reaction? This is Hoffman bromamide degradation. Hoffman reaction. Hoffman bromamide reaction. This is carbylamine reaction. Carbylamine. Guys, if you have done naming reactions in detail, guarantee that you would be able to answer this. So what will happen in the end? What will happen after carbylamine? This NH2 will be replaced by NC here, and answer is going to be D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Yes, everybody, D is the correct answer. Okay, next question is, which of the following set of quantum numbers have same energy? Same energy, guys, same energy. Very, very simple. I would say this is the question that is, I would say just 1 to 2 seconds it will take you, right? Not even that. Nanoseconds it will take you to answer this. If you want to have same energy degenerate, that means subshell should be same. L should be same. Okay, L is same over here, here and here. Right? We know that if here it is, acha, N also should be same. Na? Here N is not same. Okay, here N is same, here L is same. So C and D has same energy in those 5D orbitals. Okay, those 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5D orbitals, 1, 2, 3, dx square, y square, sorry, dx square minus y square, dz square, dxy, yz and dzx. Okay, next question is going to be, which has same number of unpaired electron? Unpaired electron should be same. They are saying unpaired electron. Very simple. Unpaired electron, right? Unpaired electron should be same. ClF3, if you talk about ClF3 here, don't we know that Cl, it is over here, it is, if you want to make the structure, let's make the structure from starting. Cl is having, it belongs to group number 17, it has 7 outermost electron, 3 bonds it is making, so it is 4 electrons, so that means 2 lone pairs, 3 bond pairs, trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, trigonal bipyramidal. And yesterday only I told you that lone pairs should be on the equatorial position. So that is the geometry, right? Okay, T-shape geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. Usually they ask you the shape only, right? Now, number of unpaired electron. How many number of unpaired electron you have? Number of unpaired electron, guys. You have 2 lone pairs here, na? So, number of unpaired electron we have seen. Now, which is the same number as the number of lone pairs. Okay. Acha, number of lone pairs they are saying. Number of lone pair is 2. We need to have 2 unpaired electrons here. So, let's see this which is having 2 unpaired electrons. I'll just directly give you the answer here. Ni2 positive and V3 positive has 2 unpaired electrons. You can easily calculate that. We know that nickel has what? 28 is the atomic number, right? Okay, it will be 4s2, 3d8. 2 electrons you take out, you will have 3d8 over here. Here it is, vanadium is, so T-ver, okay, 23, so it will be 4s2, 3d3, right? 3 electrons you take out, 1, 2, and this is 3, it will be 3d2, right? So here if you fill the electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 unpaired electron. Here also it is 2 unpaired electrons. So answer is D is the correct answer, okay? Understood? Simple? Yes. Now, next is, okay, now we are proceeding towards some really good question that they have asked, right? 70% by mass solution HNO3 is taken having density 1.41 gram per milliliter. Calculate molarity rounded off to the integer, right? Okay, so 70% by mass solution, right, is taken in, acha, this is a very simple question, right? Calculate molarity. What is molarity, guys? And the same kind of question, guys, they have asked in shift number 2. I was just checking that. In shift number 2 also, they have asked similar kind of question from the concentration terms, right? Okay, so from concentration terms, not very tough question they are asking, very direct question they are asking, right? So 70% by mass means weight of solute is 70, right? Weight of solvent is going to be 30 and the weight of total solution is 100. Right? Okay. Now, number of moles is given to be, number of moles they have not told, right, is taken as the density 70% solution of HNO3. HNO3 they are saying. Okay. What about HNO3? What is the molar mass of HNO3? 14, 16 into 3, right? 16 into 3 plus 14 plus 1. Okay. 16 into 3 plus 14 is 20, 48, 49 plus this. See what is the mass it is coming out to be, HNO3. So, molar mass of HNO3 you will know, right? Now, molarity is weight by molar mass into volume we need to have. They have given us density, too simple. Density is equals to mass by volume. Mass is W by volume is this. Mass is 100. Volume is given to be 1.41. Just put the value here and here if it is in milliliters, so that will be multiplied by 1000. Okay. M2 you know, W2 you know, density, acha, wait a minute. Density is equals to mass by volume. So volume is equals to mass by density, right? Okay. 100 by 1.41. Just put the values here. You will get your answer. Okay. Nothing to worry here. Nothing to worry. Very simple. Okay. Next is match the following in column and choose the correct option. Acha, was it a difficult question? Right? So if you know the general definitions, definitely easily you can answer this. H2O2 is getting what? Everybody. H2O2. It is oxygen from one oxidation state. Here it is -1 oxidation state, here it is 0, here it is -2 oxidation state. So basically oxidation state is decreasing and increasing at the same time. So it is a disproportionation reaction. So A is given in two places, right? These two are eliminated. Let's see whether B is P or B is R. B is NaH2 to Na and this. Everybody, NaH2. So basically here what is happening, if you see this thing here, you have NaH that is getting decomposed into, because from one single product you are getting multiple, 2 to 3, more than 2 products you are getting from one single reactant. So that is a decomposition reaction. Okay, let's check other things also. Here we know that definitely it's a combustion reaction. So C is P, right? And D is definitely S. Why? Because it is a displacement reaction, right? So answer is going to be C is the correct answer. Even if you know the general terms that we studied in 9th and 10th class, even from that you would be able to answer this. We know what is displacement, what is combustion. So very, very direct and very simple question that was. Now, have we done this yesterday? Have we done this yesterday? I told you they are asking you question from limiting reagent empirical formula, right? So focus on that. If they have asked question on empirical formula now, chances are they can ask you the other questions from limiting reagents in the tomorrow shift. Okay. So mass percentage of carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. Carbon, hydrogen and chlorine, guys. So I would just answer you what exactly you will do here. It is 64.46. It is 1.8. It is 14.4. Right. Here it will come out to be, it will be divided by 12, it will be divided by 1, it will be divided by 12, right? So you just simplify this, okay? Simplify this thing and you will get the answer, right? Okay, simplify this thing, it will be something, it will be in points only, na? Hai na? It will be in points only, right? Chalo. So what you need to do, just solve it in simplified ratio. Okay, just need to simplify the ratio here, right? Just simplify the ratio and you will get your answer over here. So that was not a very difficult question, not even a difficult question. It's a very, very simple question. Okay, yes, how many of you solved it? How many of you solved it? Yes, everybody, how many of you solved it? Very good, very good, very good. Oh ho ho. Oh ho, with mistake, by mistake I have written here this. Achha, it was chlorine, na? Haan, so it will be 35.5. Haan, it will be 35.5. Yeah. So I think that will be something, this 1.8. I think this will also come out to be 1.8. Hai. So it will come out to be something like that only. But you can definitely calculate this because other things are rest for the calculations only. Right? Okay, so let's not waste our time. Now, this is something I wanted to solve. Right? This is a very, very, very important question. Right? Now, I'm going to come up with 3-4 questions which are very interesting. Right? I would say these are good questions. Right? Acha, here you are saying, ma'am, remaining is oxygen. Acha, remaining it was oxygen also given. Chalo, theek hai. Oxygen also remaining will be there. Right? I don't know what exactly was the statement, what exactly was the question, right? So I can give you a hint of that this kind of question was asked. If they have asked, Acha, this is not coming out to be 100, na? Yes, so there must be remaining oxygen. That would be given in the question. Okay, yes, so that is, we are just giving you the hint what was given to you, right? A weak acid. Now guys, this is a very, very interesting question. Okay, it's not a difficult question, it's an interesting question. Okay, so here it is. A weak acid has Ha. So basically you have Ha, right? A weak acid means it is giving H positive and A negative. We know that in a weak acid they are saying X is the degree of dissociation X. Okay. So if this is C, this is 0, this is 0. It will be C minus Cx, this is Cx, this is Cx. Okay. So here it will be Ka will be equals to C square X square C1 minus X. C will cancel out C X square, right? Okay. A weak acid initial concentration is not given to us, Cx square, and this is 1 minus x. Okay, from there we can calculate the value of, take the minus here, take the log here, you can take the value here. We know that pH is what? pH is equals to pH is equals to half pKa minus log of C. Okay, so you can just calculate the value of C from here. Calculate the value of C from here. C is equals to Ka 1 minus x divided by C, divided by x square. Okay, divided by x square. Take the log here. I don't have space for that. Chalo. Take the log here. I'll take the log over here. Log C will be equals to log of Ka, right? Log of Ka, right? Plus log of 1 minus x, right? Log of 1 minus x, right? And this will be minus of log x square, right? Okay, so just solve this thing, put the value here, right? Put the value here, right? And then solve this. What you will get is, after that, just take the value here, right? Solve this thing. When you will solve this, you will put the value of log C over here. Log C, when you put the value of log C over here, this is log of Ka, right? Okay. And then the answer will, wait a minute. If this is minus, this will also be minus. pH is equals to, you can also take minus over here, right? pH minus pK, na? So you can also take minus over here, because that will become pK only, right? Okay, in the end what you have to do, take the pK value over here, and what you will get, you don't have to solve anything here. You will get in the format of log only. You will get the value as log of x by 1 minus x. Okay, so from here we know that we have only the value that we are left with. This 2 will come over here, 2 log x, right? Okay, and this 2 will come over here, and after that just place it and you will get your answer as log x by 1 by x. Okay, so C will come out to be the rest correct answer. Understood? So it was, I would say, not a difficult question, but it was an interesting question, right? Because you should know the value of pH. Okay, you should know the simple thing here, that how dissociation of weak acid works, right? Okay, then you just solve this like you solve maths. In the same way you will get the value, right? Okay, next thing is both acetaldehyde and acetone. Now this also I told you yesterday that they are asking you questions from a distinguished test. So here they have asked you question that both acetaldehyde and acetone undergo which of the following reactions. So they have undergone iodoform or what? Acetaldehyde is what? CH3 C double bond OH. What is acetone? CH3 C double bond O CH3. So definitely iodoform test it will undergo, right? Cannizzaro test it will not undergo, because for Cannizzaro you should not have alpha hydrogen. It both have alpha hydrogens. Aldol condensation it will undergo. Tollens test, ketone does not undergo tollens test. They are saying both should undergo those tests. So that means tollens test it will not give. Clemenzin reduction, definitely both aldehyde and ketones will give the Clemenzin reduction. So answer is going to be which of the following reactions undergo which, okay, which are giving these reactions. So answer is A, C and E. A, C and E. A, C and E is, A is the correct answer. Okay, understood? Yes. Okay, yes. Next is, okay, this is also a very simple question, guys, a very simple question. What is the freezing point of depression constant? That means Kf they are asking you, right? Of a solvent 50 grams, it contains 1 gram of non-volatile. So nothing beta, this is delta Tf. I'll just write it here. Very simple question, molality into Kf. So Kf is going to be delta Tf by molality. Delta Tf is given to you that depression in freezing point is 0.4. That is given to you, right? What is molality? Firstly, I'll just write down the formula here. Molality is weight of solute divided by molar mass, right? Okay, divided by weight of solvent into 1000, right? Reason, if this is given in grams. Now here, this is the value of delta TF, right? This is non-volatile. M2 is also given to you. This is M2, 256. This is constant of solvent. This solvent W1 is given to you. Contain 1 gram of non-volatile. That means W2 is also given to you. So everything is given to you. Just have to put the values and solve the question, right? What was the answer? What was the answer? D, ma'am, D, ma'am, D, ma'am. So D is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, D is the correct answer. Okay. Next question is, now this is a very, very interesting question. Reason, ma'am, reason, ma'am. Uh, you know, the thing is, there are chances that might be some questions, some students might have solved this wrong, right? So here it is, ice and water are placed in a closed container at pressure 1 atmospheric temperature. This, if now what they are saying, ice and water, you have ice, you have ice, and you have water, and you have water, and you have water, right? Are placed in a closed container. Closed container means they will be under equilibrium. A pressure at 1 atmosphere, in this, if the pressure of the container increases 2 times and the temperature is kept constant, okay, if we are saying the pressure is increasing, okay, if the pressure of the container increasing 2 times, pressure increases 2 times, if pressure increases, okay, let me know one thing. Basically what happens here, if you don't have number of moles here, then what we do, just see the density over here. We know that density, solid will float on the water, so density is low here, right? Solid, not all the solids. Ice, because it has cage like structure, that is why it has like low density. Otherwise solids have more density only, right? So it is having high density. This is having high density. Now, if this is having low density, this is having high density, then whenever we increase the pressure, it will move towards that particular component which has high density, right? So here answer is going to be high density. That means it will shift on this direction. That means the amount of ice decreases. Yes. Okay. Here the another confusing part is solid phase disappears. It will not disappears because it is under equilibrium. It will decrease. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, everybody. Yes, students, let me see. So I'll just check with the Shreyas sir if he is ready. Right, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, wait a minute, students. So now Namrata ma'am is going to join and she is going to teach you mathematics of shift 1, right? Okay, so that was on a lengthier side, and see you all in the mathematics section. And after that, physics section will be there. And then I'm going to start with the chemistry shift 2. Okay, all the questions will be combined here in just one go. We are going to see the chemistry part. Okay, then I'm just signing off, and mathematics part is going to
very shift 1 solution, the morning shift solution first, and it is going to be speed solution. So shift 1 solution we'll start, and then we'll move towards shift 2. And also do let me know how was the shift 1 and shift 2 if you have given that particular shift. Okay, all right. So am I live? Am I live? Am I live, guys? Am I live? Yes, let me check. Let me check whether I'm live or not. Is Ninja ma'am visible? Okay, is Ninja ma'am visible? Morning shift. Okay, yes. Okay, let's start. Let's quickly start over here. So the very first question you are able to see over here, slightly difficult questions were observed. too much lengthy questions, integration was also asked in shift 1. So you can see right here. Okay. Alright, so the very first question you can clearly see that this is from King's rule. Okay, so one predictable thing in this particular question is King's rule is asked, but on a difficult side, on a slightly lengthier side. Okay, so King's rule plus by parts is required to decode to solve this question. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, this is it. Okay, so I is equals to, understand, I is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, 96x square cos x upon 1 plus e power x, correct, dx. This is your first equation. Understand, if I just apply King's rule, how to apply King's rule? Here x will be replaced by upper limit plus lower limit minus x. So x will be replaced by minus x. If you replace x by minus x, your integral will become minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, 96 x square cos x upon 1 plus e power minus x. Now understand, because I have replaced x by minus x, correct? So now this is 1 plus e power minus x. So this is 1 upon 1 plus e power x. If you take LCM, this is actually going to be, I am writing it directly. If you take LCM, it is e power x plus 1 and this is e power x again. Okay, this is dx. Now if you add, after applying King's rule, what do? You add these two quantities. 2i is equals to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and if you add these two, understand, e power x will be there and 1 plus e power x will be there dx. That means e power x plus 1 will be cancelled out. This you can directly do with the help of shortcut also, that I is equals to half 96x square cos x minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now understand, this is an even function. X square cos x is what? An even function. So for an even function, I'm going to apply the property minus a to a will become what? So twice of 0 to pi by 2 x square cos x, and 96 is already there, dx. This is your I. Okay, and after that what you have to do is you have to apply by parts. If you apply by parts in this particular question, you have to apply by parts twice because x square is there. Okay, or you can apply the shortcut technique as well, x raised to power 2 cos x. Okay, so that is going to give you what? See, integration of x square cos x. Let me just tell you that how to integrate it. Okay, so there is this method, shortcut method to integrate this ninja technique. Let me tell you, x square cos x. Okay, x square cos x. So x square will be constant. Okay, x square will be constant and you have to integrate cos x. So this is going to give you minus cos x. Okay, then you have to apply negative sign. Okay, sorry, integration of cos x will be what? Sorry. Integration of cos x is sin x, correct? So integration of cos x, I'm going to write sin x. Then minus sign will be applicable and you have to differentiate x square. So you're going to get minus sign is there, 2x. Now integration of sin x will be what? Cos x with a negative sign, correct? Now what you have to do is plus sign 2x. 2x derivative will be 2, and over here again minus cos x integration will be minus sin x, and this is what it is. This is the shortcut technique. Now you just plug in the values, solve it. If you are going to do that, your correct answer, I'm going to tell you directly, will be 100. Option B is absolutely right. Okay, clear? Perfect. All right. Now let us start with the second question right away, which is, okay, from the world of permutation and combination right here, number of ways to form 5-digit numbers greater than 50,000. Now how many digits will be there? 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so over here, how many digit numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-digit number you have to form in this, okay, such that sum of first and last digit is not more than 8. Just tell me one thing. If I fix that first digit is 5, what should be the last digit? Not more than 8. It can be 0, yes ma'am, it can be 1, it can be 2, and it can be 3, not more than 8. It can be 8, but not more than that. Okay, the second case will be if you push 6 over here, so it is going to become 0, 1 and 2. That's it. If it is 7 over here, then it is 0, 1, that's it. Okay, and if that's it. Only these many cases will be happening over here. Now understand one thing, that what about these remaining 3 places? Remaining 3 places, what can come in this remaining 3 places? So this place can be filled by 8 ways. This can be filled by 8 ways. This can be filled by 8 ways. So 8 into 8 into 8, because 8 numbers are there, right? So 8 into 8, and this place can be filled by 1 way and this by 4 way. So 512 into 4. Okay, first case. Second case will be what? Tell me again, 3 places. 8 into 8 into 8, correct? 1 into 3. So 1 into 512 into 3. Third case will be 1 into 2. So 512 into 2. So correct answer will be 512 into 4 plus 3, 7, and this is 9. This is your correct answer. So if you solve it, the correct answer of this question will be what? Okay, all right. Understand that they are talking about greater than 50,000. 50,000 is not even included. So correct answer will be -1, because you have to exclude 50,000. We have counted 50,000 in this, right? Because 5 will be there. 8 options means 0, 0, 0, and this is also 0. 0 can be there. So this is not possible, right? So that is why 9 2s are 18, 18 minus 1. So this option C is absolutely correct. Okay, -1. What about 8 and 0 you are saying? 8 is not there, na? 8 is not available. Hello, 8 is not available. What are you doing? Okay. Next question. So third question. Okay, okie dokie. Third question is very good question. I have done this question in my Obsession JEE series. Same model has come, copy, paste, okay? So whenever you see such type of question where fx is given in this form, and what they are doing is, they are talking about f of, okay, so they are talking about f of 1 by 82 plus 2 by 82 and f of 81 upon 82. Okay, 81 by 82. Sorry, f of plus f of 81 by 82. How many terms are you able to see over here? Can anybody tell me? How many terms? Total 81 terms will be there. Total 81 terms. Okay. So you see this type of question, you understand that if this term is x, 81 by 82 is 1 minus x. Okay. So I'm going to find f of x plus f of 1 minus x. Okay. So f of x plus f of 1 minus x. Understand? So this is 2 raised to power x, 2 raised to power x, 2 raised to power half plus f of 1 minus x. So this is going to become 2 upon 2 power x. Right? This is 2 upon 2 power x. And this is 2 power half. If you take LCM, you're going to get 2 power x upon 2 power x plus 2 power half. Plus, what about this? This is going to give you, see, if you take LCM, this is going to get cancelled out. So 2 upon 2 plus 2 power half. 2 power half. Arey yaar, ye chal kyun nahi raha hai pen? Why the hell this pen is not working over here in this region? Huh? How to tackle this? Anyway. And this is over here. If you solve it, what I'm going to say is, you're going to get, if you solve this now, 2 power x plus 2 power half only you will get. So this is, you're going to get a big fat one. Fx plus f of 1 minus x is coming out as 1 if you solve it. That's the whole thing. Okay, that's the whole pattern. This question is all about creating fx plus f1 minus x. That is a constant value. So understand, f of 1 by 2, f of 81 by 2 is f of x plus f of 1 minus x. F of 2 by 82 and f of 80 by 82. F of x, f of 1 minus x. Are you getting my point? So over here, what is happening? There are, so 81 terms now. So 40 pairs I can see. Plus, one thing is pending, which is f of 41 by 82. Correct? 41 by 82 is not having any pair. F of half is pending. So 40 pairs of 40 into 1 plus f of half is required over here. F of half, you have to figure out what is f of half. So it is root 2 upon 2 root 2. F of half is half only. So 40 plus half is the correct answer. So clearly option C is absolutely right for this question. Okay, direct. I think this question was also, I think this is the only question, I'm not saying only, but yes, this question was doable question. Okay, alpha category question, basic question. Okay, predictable model, we have done the same thing in obsession JEE series functions chapter. Go and watch it. Okay, all right, clear. Now we are having next question, which is this. You can see now this is also a doable question from complex number. Trust me, very good question. If you know that for a triangle, if you know any angle, let's say theta, so area of triangle will be what? Half into adjacent two sides. So this is half AB sine C. You can say half AB, this is A, this is B, and this is sine theta. This is the formula for area of a triangle. Okay, now understand what they are trying to say. Z1 is given to you, correct? Z1 is given to you. Can anybody tell me? Z1 root 3 plus 2 root 2 iota, correct? Now they are saying that mod Z2 is equals to root 3 into mod Z1. Understand? Mod Z2 is root 3 into mod Z1. And one more thing, argument Z2 minus argument Z1. Okay, argument Z2 minus argument Z1. That means angle between Z1 and Z2. Angle between Z1 and Z2 is nothing but pi by 6, 30 degree. And now they are talking about area of triangle. Area of triangle with vertices origin Z1, Z2. Okay, so this is how it is, 30 degree. You can see. So area of this triangle will be what? Tell me. Half length of Z1, length of Z2 into sine 30 degree. So half length of Z1, length of Z2 sine 30 degree will be what? Half. So this is going to give you 1 by 4 mod of Z1. Z2 will be what? Root 3 Z1. So root Z1 square. So you have to figure out what is Z1. So mod Z1, can anybody tell me, ma'am? Okay. 3 plus 8, root 11. So this is 1 by 4 into 11 into root 3. This is your answer. 11 root 3 by 4 is your correct answer. Have a look. 11 root 3 by 4 is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Good. Perfect. Okay. Yes, have a look. So what I am telling you, if a triangle is given, two adjacent side and an included angle is given, na, so half AB sine theta is that formula. Now same formula I'm gonna apply over here, which is, so they are saying area of triangle with vertices 0, Z1, Z2. Now you tell me what will be the formula for this, ma'am. Half mod Z1 mod Z2 sine 30 degree. Okay, so mod Z1 mod Z2 will be root 3 Z1. So let us put the value. So overall this is the thing. Now you just need mod Z1. Mod Z1 is easily calculatable. Okay, all right. Yes, perfect. Now we are having again another easy question. There are some easy questions in this question paper. Okay, mathematics was savior. That is a different thing that you could not get to mathematics, especially shift 1 students. You could not do mathematics because of physics. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. All right. See, relation R where x comma y belongs to integers. There are two integers, so x plus y is equals to an even number, correct? X plus y is an even number. That means there are two cases. Both x comma y belongs to even, because even plus even will give you even, or x comma y belongs to odd. Okay, if both numbers are even, then also that ordered pair will sit inside my relation. If both numbers are odd, then also it will sit inside my relation. But if one is even, one is odd, no, it is not going to sit inside my relation. Are you understanding my point? Now understand. we need to check whether my relation is reflexive, symmetric or not. Now understand 2, 2 or 3, 3, will it sit inside my relation? Definitely, because same thing. So 2 even, 2 same parity will sit inside my relation. So reflexive says that both numbers should be same. So this will also sit, this will also sit. That is why reflexive so is there. Now symmetric. Tell me one thing. If x comma y belongs to your relation, then y comma x. If x plus y is even, then y plus x will also be even. So symmetric will also be there. Now understand. Transitive. Transitive says that if x comma y belongs to your relation and y comma z belongs to your relation, what does that mean? That simply means that all 4 should be even or all 4 should be odd. Okay. So suppose all 4 is even, then x comma z belongs to R. Yes, because x and z are also even. If both are even, then they will sit inside my relation. Transitive will also be there. So it is an equivalence relation. It is quite intuitive. It might be the case that I am explaining you so many times, but it takes 5 seconds to think the whole thing about it. Okay. All right. Very easy question. This is the easiest question. I would say that this is the easiest question in the whole lot. Then we are going to talk about this. Cos of sine inverse, sine inverse, sine inverse. Now this is a calculative question. I have always told you that whenever you get such type of inverse trigonometric function, convert in tan. That's it, because we know only formulas which are in terms of tan. So cos is right there. So this is tan inverse 3 by 4 plus tan inverse, tell me, this is going to give you 5 by 12 plus tan inverse. I'm not going to solve it for you, but tan inverse, convert it into 10, then tan inverse A plus tan inverse B, apply the formula. Eventually again tan inverse A plus tan inverse B, eventually solve it, you will get the answer. So if you solve it, option A will be absolutely correct. Okay. All right, let me just give it to you, the direct solution. So this is tan inverse 3 by 4, tan inverse 5 by 12. Okay. If you solve it, you will realize that this is tan inverse 144 into 4 by 33. And this is actually, understand, this is tan inverse of same thing and this is cot inverse of same thing. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is 0. I think this is also not a very difficult question. Okay. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Perfect. 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 Now we are having a question from area under curve. Area under curve. So area under curve mein I would say graphical heavy questions are asked. You have to plot proper graph in order to calculate the area. Otherwise, you will not be able to find the area. So this is y is less than or equals to 2 mod x plus 1 and this is y less than or equals to x square plus 1 and x less than or equals to 3. So understand. See, y equals to 2. So y equals to 2 mod x. It will look like this, plus 1. So this graph will look like this. Understand. This is the graph, 2 mod x. Okay. And now if I talk about x square plus 1, so this will also look like this. Okay. So this is the graph right here. Okay. This will go up and this is your x equals to 3. Understand. X equals to 3 and minus 3. So now they are talking about this area. Understand. This area and this area. Okay. So this point you have to calculate. Suppose this is point 2, right? You put x equals to 2, you're going to get x equals to 1. Kya? They are meeting at 1. No, x equals to 2. Yes, x equals to 2. Can you see this is x equals to 2? And this is x equals to 3. So 0 to 2, you have to integrate what? Upper curve. You just have to integrate this one. X square plus 1. Okay, this area. Dx. Plus, now this trapezium area you can calculate, right? This is trapezium. Area of this trapezium is half. Distance between parallel lines is what? 1. And sum of parallel sides. So this thing over here, you can see if you put x equals to 2, you're going to get y is equals to 5. So this is 5. Okay, this is 5. What about this? You put x equals to 3 in this equation. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7. So this is 7. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. Area of trapezium is distance between parallel sides and sum of parallel sides. Okay, so half, 5 plus 7, 12, 12 by 2, 6, so plus 6. And don't forget that overall area will be twice. Easy question, you can solve it right away. Your correct answer will be option C. Okay, all right. What is Kranti doing? Okay, all right, so this is area under curve. Now we are having this question, which is, okay, x square plus 2x minus 3 minus 4 has sum of square of roots. Has sum of, basically they are talking about calculate all the roots, square it and then add it. So as simple as possible. Now modulus is given, so first case is your this expression inside the modulus if at all is positive. So x is greater than 3 by 2, correct? If this is the case, then your modulus will get open with a positive sign. So plus 2x minus 7 equals to 0. Find the roots by the help of quadratic equation. Minus 2 plus minus 4 plus 7 4s are 28 upon 2. So this is 32. 32 में से 4 16 into 2, correct? 8 into 4, 8 into 4, correct. So 8 into 4, so this is minus 1 plus minus 8 into 4, root 8, so 2 root 2. Okay, now x greater than, so फिर only plus sign 2 root 2 minus 1 is the only root which is greater than 3 by 2. So only root I am getting. Now, if x is less than 3 by 2, case number 2, then the modulus will get open with a negative sign. So your expression will look like this. Okay, so this is 2 plus minus square root of 4 plus 4 upon 2, and this is going to give you what? 4 plus 4, 8, 2 root 2, so 1 plus minus root 2. Now x less than, so 1 minus root 2 is that root. This is one root, this is second root. Square them and then add them. If you square it and then add it, your correct answer I'm going to show you right here. So see, one root, second root, square it and add it. 12 minus 6 root 2 will be the correct answer. Okay, okie dokie, got it. I think this was also a doable question. And then we are having this question, image of a point in line, not in plane. So image, understand, foot of perpendicular you have to calculate, direct question. Okay, so this is again predictable model. While point is given to you 4, 4, 3. Okay, one line is given, x minus 1 by 2, y minus 2 by 1, z minus 1 by 3 is equals to lambda, right? Is equals to lambda. How to calculate foot of perpendicular? Tomorrow's shift student, understand one last time. Understand one last time. This question will be there because it is coming in every shift. Maths might save you this time. 29 January shift aspirant, because physics is not going to save you. I don't know. Okay, so now maths is becoming easier. You know what? I am saying this after so long that maths can save you. Now this year maths can save you. Okay, so have a look. So over here, this over here is this, the image of point in the line. Okay, so what you have to do is, this is clear-cut problem of foot of perpendicular. Number 1, calculate foot of perpendicular. Number 2, and then you have to apply the midpoint formula to calculate image. So this is your point. You have to assume this point 2 lambda plus 1, comma lambda plus 2, 3 lambda plus 1. Okay, voice not audible, but voice is audible. Nee? Okay, sorry. Now check. Now check. Okay, so now this is your foot of perpendicular. You know that this PF is perpendicular to your line. So PF vector will be was 2 lambda plus 1 minus 4. 2 lambda minus 3, comma, lambda minus 2, comma, 3 lambda minus 2. Correct? Now multiply this with 2 and this is 1 and this is 3. Make it 0. Your lambda is going to be 1. The moment your lambda is 1, put this lambda and find f. So this is 3, 3, 4. Correct? 3, 3, 4 is foot of perpendicular. This is your 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4. This is alpha, beta, gamma. Calculate. This foot of perpendicular is midpoint. Calculate midpoint. Alpha plus 4 by 2 is equals to 3. Alpha is coming out as 2. Okay. Then beta plus 4 by 2 is equals to 3. This beta is also 2. Gamma plus 3 by 2 is equals to 4. 4 to z. Gamma is equals to 5. 2, 2, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the correct answer of this particular question. See, this was a doable question. This was a doable question. This was a doable question, okay? Physics was not doable in the morning shift, but maths was still doable, okay? I think I'm audible. I think I'm audible. Why are you saying ma'am is not audible? Okay, this is again a question which is a little bit on a tricky side. But if you understand this, this is not at all a difficult question as well. Okay? This is not at all a difficult question as well. Okay? A0 is 1, A1 is half. Okay? And what they are saying is, understand 2an is equals to 5an minus 1 minus 3an minus 2. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, understand that this is 2an. Correct? I am going to break this in 2 and 3. So minus 2an minus 1 equals to 3an minus 1 minus 3an minus 2. Understanding my point? So basically what I'm trying to say is 2an minus 1 is equals to 3an minus 1 minus an minus 2. Okay? All right. So what I'm trying to say is an minus 1 is equals to 3 by 2 an minus 1 minus an minus 2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now, same thing, if I keep on applying this formula, this will be what? 3 by 2. Now, so 9 by 4. Now, 9 by 4. And this is going to become an minus 1. Let me just show you the solution right away. So, you can see over here. See, understand. Write it this way. 2an minus 3an minus 1 is equals to 2an minus 1 minus 3an minus 2. So, see, similarity. 2an minus 3an minus 1 is equals to 2an minus 1 minus 3an minus 2 is equals to 2an minus 2 minus 3an minus 3. So basically, if you keep on writing, if you keep on applying the formula, keep on applying, last you are going to get what? That 2a1 minus 3a0. a1 is given, a0 is also given. a1 is half and a0 over here is minus 1. Just put this value, you will get minus 2. So basically, 2an minus 3an minus 1 is going to give you what? Minus 2. Okay. So 2an minus 3an minus 1 is going to give you minus 2. Now, as per the question, you have to find out sigma an. Right? Sigma n. Apply sigma. So this is 2 sigma an minus 3 sigma an minus 1 minus 2 sigma 1. And this is from n is equals to 1 to 100. This is happening from n equals to 1 to 100, 1 to 100 and 1 to 100. Now this is minus 200. Okay, what about this? This is going to give you 2. And this is, we'll start with a1 plus a2 and all the way up to a100. Minus 3 times. This is going to give you a0 plus a1 and all the way up to a99. Correct? Now, as per the question, what are you looking for? Understand. You are looking for a1 plus a2 plus a3 and all the way up to a100, right? So, we are going to frame our thing in such a way. So, this is what you are looking for. So, let us mark it as S, 2S minus 3 times. Now, understand. Right from a1 to a99 and you are going to add a100. If I add a100 in this, you are going to get S. So, a0 plus S minus a100 is equals to minus 200. This is your equation. Now, obviously, 2S minus 3S will be minus S minus 3a0 plus 3a100 is equals to minus 2a, 200. So your answer will be minus a is equals to minus 200. Okay, this is what? Plus 3 by 2 minus 3a 100. Just reverse the sign and you will get your answer. So your correct answer will be 200 minus 3 by 2. Okay, and this is what it is. You will solve it, you will get it. So 3a 100 s is this. Okay, 3a 100 and then you are having 190. Okay, minus 3a naught, correct? A naught is what? Minus 1, yes. So A naught is minus 1, now that is why. So you're going to get plus minus 3. Correct? So you're going to get 200 minus 3, 197. So if you apply this, you will get this as the answer. 3A 100 plus 197. Let me just go back. 3A 100 plus 197 will be your answer. Okay? Alright. Perfect. Chalo. Next question, next question, next question. So this is a good question. This is a good question. Good means not doable. Okay. If at all you are struggling with calculations and conic sections, this was the question that was meant to be skipped. Okay. Vertices of trapezium lies on a parabola. So this is parabola. Okay. Whose 1, 0 is focus of this parabola? Now, vertices of trapezium, one of its diagonal passing through 1, 0. So, let us mark this as a diagonal of trapezium and its length is 25. Length of this diagonal is 25 by 4. So, basically they are giving length of focal chord is 25 by 4. Parallel sides are parallel to y. Oh, that's a great news. So, these are the parallel sides and this is your trapezium. Clearly, find the area of the trapezium. Find the area of the trapezium. So, first of all, because the diagonal is given now, so what I'm going to do is a t1 square comma 2a t1. I'm going to parameterize it. A t2 square comma 2a t2. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to apply the distance formula. A over here is 1. So A is 1. Distance formula you have to apply. That's it. And since this is a focal chord, you know that focal chord, the T1 and T2 product is going to become minus 1 because this is a focal chord. Now understand T1 square minus T2 square whole square plus distance formula plus 2 T1 minus T2 whole square is equals to 625 upon 16. This is the distance formula, right? This is the distance formula. Now you have got two relation between T1 and T2. Two relations you have got between T1 and T2. One is this, another is this. You solve it, take common, solve it, calculate the value of T1 and T2 and hence eventually you will get this point and this point. This point if you have got, that means this particular y coordinate you have, x coordinate you have got, right? So if you have gotten this, x coordinate will be same for this particular thing. And over here you can see that here also x coordinate you will get. So you can find the distance between trapezium. And since this is right there, this is again what? Latus rectum. Basically, sorry, this is double ordinate. So so what happens over here is y coordinate is same. Understand, if this is 281, this is also 281. So if you know the y coordinate, you can know the x coordinate. So x coordinate, y coordinate known, x coordinate, y coordinate known. All four coordinates are known. So it's very easy to calculate area of this. So I'm going to give you the direct solution for this question, which is going to be, see, the coordinates are right here. You solve it. Two equations, T1, T2 minus 1 and this equation. So over here, T1 is coming out as 2, T2 is minus half. So if T1 is 2, so understand this point will be what? T1, 2. So 4 comma. This is 2 2s are 4. Very easy. T2 will be what? Minus half, right? So this is 1 by 4 and this is 2 into minus 1 by 2. So 1 by 4 comma minus 1. Now understand, this is the point, correct? Now understand one thing, this point and this point, since this axis is parallel to y axis, now here x coordinate will be common. So 4 comma, this is going to become what? Minus 4. This is 4 comma minus 4. So now this length will be what? Tell me. Y coordinate 4 plus 4, 4 or 4, 8. Okay, so this length is 8. This length is 8. And what about this length? This length will, so this is 8. What about this length? Similarly, this length is 2. And what about distance between them? So distance between them you can easily calculate. This is going to become 1 by 4 and this is going to give you minus 4. So difference between 1 by 4 and minus 4. So difference between that. So basically half sum of two parallel sides and distance between them. If you apply, you will get the result. Okay. All right. Perfect. Now we are going to have this probability questions, 2 more questions, okay? So one is from probability, direct Bayes theorem question, okay? No, actually not Bayes theorem, direct random variable question, 7 good. A bag is having 7 good. Similar question was observed in previous shift as well, when a coin has to be tossed. I told you this question. How many of you have watched my yesterday's session? I have taken this question in yesterday's session, revision for 28 and 29, where I have clearly mentioned over there that a coin is tossed 3 times, random variable is there. I have given you the formula. So variance, okay, so variance is what? Sigma square is equals to sigma pi xi square minus, this is going to give you x bar square, x bar, or it is also known as mu, which is mean, which is sigma pi xi. Okay, now understand, this is not a very difficult question. 7 good and 3 defected oranges are there. 2 oranges are chosen randomly. Now we are looking for oranges being defected. See, understand, 3 defected oranges are there. Now, so maximum how many defected oranges you can get? Tell me. So, ma'am, 0 defected, 1 defected, 2 defected, 3 defected. 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct. This is Pi. Okay. So now probability of 0 oranges getting defected, because 2 you are selecting, na? So 7C2, 7 good, na? So 7C2 upon 10C2. 1 orange being defected, 7C1 and 3C1, because you are picking defecting from 1 upon 10C2. And both oranges, 2 oranges being defected, so that is going to give you what? 2 oranges being defected. So 7C0 and 3C2 upon 10C2. Okay, now 3 defected oranges, right? You are selecting only 3. So that's it. 3 is not possible, because they are saying that 3 is not possible. Understand? 3 oranges being defected is not possible because you are choosing only 2, right? You are picking 2 and you say that 3 are defected. It's just same as I am just picking 2 chocolates and eating 3. How is it even possible? Okay. So if you are picking 2 oranges, maximum 2 oranges can be defected. Okay. So yes, now calculate the mean Pi xi. So you multiply this into this. Then you multiply 7 3s are 21 and this is 21 by 45. 21 by 45 plus 2 into, understand, this is 3 upon 45. Okay, this is your what? X bar. So 21 plus 6, 27 upon 45. This is your mean, expected. Now Pi xi square, so sigma square, tell me. Pi xi, so 0, then this is again same, 21 by 45. This is plus 4 into 3 by 45. Okay, minus, this is Pi xi square, minus this is 27 by 45 whole square. This is your variance. Okay, direct calculation I have given, and now I can show you this. This is your by 15 you are saying, na, 10C2. Correct. So this is how you are going. 28 by 75 will be the correct answer. Let me just write 28 by 75. 9 3s are 9 5s are 3 by 5. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 21. So this is 3 by 5. Sigma square is equals to what? 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 21 will be what? 3. 33. 33 by 45. 33 by 45. So 11 upon 15. minus this is what? 3 by 5, 9 by 25. So you just have to solve it. You're going to get this. Okay. All right. So this is a thing. Now there is another last question from the shift one, which I have. Sum of all local minimum values. You have to plot the curve. That's it. Plot the curve right away. Okay. So I'll help you in plotting. So this is your -1. When your x is less than -1, you have to draw a straight line. Put -1 over here. You're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Put 0. Okay. Less than -1. Put -2. Then put -2. If you put -2, what are you going to get? 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. So this is it. So this is how your line will look like, less than -1. Now 1 by 3, 7 plus 2 mod x, from -1 to 2. So from -1 to 2. From -1 to 1, actually, this being an even function. Okay. So let me just plot it from -1 to 0. You put 0, you're going to get 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is what? Can anybody tell me? 2 point something, right? 2 point something. So approximately this. And if you put -1, 7 plus 2, 9, 3. 3, exactly 3. So this is how it is going to be. This is again, it is how going to be. And this is again, it is how going to be. And now the next thing, which is a quadratic from here, this is a quadratic over here. So you put x equals to 2. What are you going to get? 11 by 18. You put x equals to 2. -2, you put x equals to 2. -3. So 3, 6, 3 is 11 by 3. 3 point something. Okay, 3 point something. So 3 point something you're going to get if you put x equals to 2. Sorry, if you put x equals to 2. Again, this is what? Tell me, 11 by 3. If you put also 11 by 3. So this is a quadratic. You can see this is a quadratic. And a quadratic equation whose roots are 4 and 5. So 4 and 5. 3, 4. So 4 and 5. So this is how it is going to be. Correct? This is the curve. This is the curve. Sum of all local minimum value. Now, how many local minimum values will be there? How to know whether it is a local minimum or not? Understand, local minimum value is just lower than its neighborhood. That's it. So one local minimum you can see at between 4 and 5. So 4.5, right? 2, 3. This is your 4.5. 4.5. At x equals to 4.5, you will see a local minimum. Number one thing. This is your local maximum. Then this is one more local minimum if you see. So I guess there are 2 local minimum. And let me just give you the direct formula. So over here, 2 local minimum. See, one is this. Second is this. You put 4.5, you will get -11 by 72. Correct? You put x equals to 0, you get 7 by 3. 7 by 3 minus 11 by 72. Sum of local minimum 157 by 72. Correct? It should touch x-axis. Why it should? It should cut x-axis. Sorry. I have made a mistake over here. It is like that. Sorry. It should cut x-axis. Yes. It should cut x-axis. So it should be like this. So this is local minimum and this is local minimum. So 7 by 3 and one value if you put 4.5. Yes, VJP, smile given. Okay. All right. Chal. If at all it works for you and if at all you can get more marks, then I'm happy to help. Okay. All right. Now shift 1 done. Let me just quickly open the shift number 2. Okay. Shift number 2. I'm not going to take more time in shift number 2 because this is a speed solutions happening right away. So let me just open it. Okay. This is my shift 2, correct? Yes. File, download, PPT. Okay, some questions were actually JEE exam. I have done that, na? Curve intersected x-axis. Don't worry about it, na? I have corrected it. Okay. From current slide, display settings, whoop. You're done. Okay. All right. Now shift number 2. Let's start. Shift number 2, physics. After shift number 2 discussion mathematics, physics will be continuing. Okay. All right. Now understand, this question was asked in JEE Advance. Okay. Very like old question, 2013 question from JEE Advance. Similar question. Okay. Understand what I'm trying to say over here. So this is the question of based on series. Okay. So what I'm going to do is see. This is this is an angle. Let me mark it as angle A. Let me mark it as angle B. Or this is A and this is B. Much better. Can anybody tell me what is the value of A minus B? This is an angle, this is another angle. Just understand, denominator mein there are two different angles. Can you subtract both angles for me? If you subtract A minus B, you will realize pi by 4 gone. R pi by 6 cancel out and you're only going to get pi by 6. Can you notice? A minus B is pi by 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, sigma is right there. Sigma R equals to 1 to 13. Same question, not even, I'm not kidding. This is not even a different question, similar question, okay? So, over here, this is sine A minus B upon, basically what I'm trying to do is, I am multiplying this difference of both the angles which are present in the denominator. I am going to multiply and divide sine pi by 6 in numerator and denominator. Sine pi by 6, and this is sine A, sine B. Can I do that? Now this pi by 6 is actually nothing but A minus B. Now sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2, so I'm going to write 2 sigma R equals to 1 to 13. This is sine A minus B. Let us open sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Upon, this is what? Sine A sine B. Denominator separate, sine A sine B. Telescopic series, my dear students. Sine B gone and sine A gone. So sigma twice is right there. This is cot B minus cot A. Now plug in the value. Now start plugging in the values. Okay. So twice sigma. So 2 sigma is there. Sigma. I'm opening the sigma. Okay, cot B minus cot A. I am opening the sigma. R is equals to 1. This is your B. Put R is equals to 1. You're going to get pi by 4. So this is cot pi by 4. Put R is equals to 1. Cot pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Plus cot pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Minus, if you put R equals to 2. Okay, so 2 minus 1 this. If you put, so this is cot pi by 4 plus 2 pi by 6. Correct? And last 13, 2 multiply. Cot 13 if you put pi by 4 plus 12 pi by 6 minus cot pi by 4 plus into 13 pi by 6. Correct? Plus 13 pi by 6. Correct or not? Now understand? So many things are getting cancelled out. So you're going to get twice if you add everything. Cot pi by 4 is 1. What about this? Minus cot pi upon this is 4 plus 13 pi by 6. So 13 pi by 6 is 2 pi plus pi by 6. So plus 2 pi plus pi by 6. Correct? So cot 2 pi plus theta is cot theta only. So cot pi by 4 plus pi by 6 will be what? Tell me. 10 pi by 24, 5 pi by 12. This is cot 5 pi by 12. Cot 5 pi by 12. Okay. So 2, 1 minus cot 5 pi by 12. If you solve it, okay. Cot 5 pi by 12 is nothing but tan pi by 12, which is 2 plus root 3. So 2 plus root 3. So you are going to get 2, 1 minus 2 minus root 3. So your correct answer will be what? Okay. Hold on, let me check. 1 minus, yes, see 2 cot 2 pi plus theta, first quadrant. So minus cot 5 pi by 12. So 2 minus root 3. Okay, yes, 2 minus root 3 now, not plus. 2 minus root 3. Let me just go back. 2 minus root 3. Yes, 2 minus root 3 is there, so that is why it is plus. So this is minus 2 and plus 2 root 3. 2 root 3 minus 2. Option B, option B, option B. Option B. Okay. All right. So this was the question which was again predictable type. We have done this type of question in sessions as well. This is the question directly coming from class notes. So I don't know whether to call it easy or difficult. Now we are having this question from the integration. Again, not a very easy but not a very difficult as well. So dx upon x power 1 by 4, x power 1 by 4 plus 1, integral is right there. Okay, this is your f of x. F of 0 is given to calculate the constant. F of 2 is asked. Understand, you have to put x power 1 by 4 is equals to t, or you can write it as t power 4. Dx is equals to 4t cube dt. Dx is equals to 4t cube dt. So 4t cube dt upon this is what? Okay, so x power 1 by 4 is t and this is t plus 1 integral. So this is 4t square upon t plus 1 integral dt. Okay, this is 4t square. Now understand, t square, 4 is right there. Minus 1 plus 1 you have to do. So t square minus 1 plus 1 upon t plus 1 upon t plus 1 integral dt and dt. T minus 1, t plus 1, if you split this, t minus 1 cancelled, only t plus 1 will be left out. 4t plus 1 integral, ye to you will do it, and this is what? 1 upon t plus 1 log of mod of t plus 1 directly. I'm going to directly show you the solution. Okay, so how to do it? See, t minus 1 integration you can do, and this is 1 upon this log. Now this is it. Now convert it into x, you will get fx equals to this. Now as per the question, f of 0 is given as minus 6, that is why c is minus 6. Now whatever they will ask, we can answer. Okay, we can answer. Perfect, cool, okay. Now we are having this question which is from Bayes theorem. You can see this question. 3 bags are right there. Bayes theorem sometimes is the easiest of all. Okay, Bayes theorem is not at all difficult. The only difficult part of Bayes theorem is understanding. First of all, reading this big paragraph, because when we see the paragraph, especially people who like maths, they see this English big paragraph, they get scared. So have the patience to read the question properly and understand this. Okay, testing English skills of mathematics people. B1, B2, B3 contains 4 blue, 6 white and 5 white. 4 blue, 6 white. 5 white, 5 blue. Okay. See, 4, 6. Then they are having 5 white, 5 blue. Then 6 blue and 4 white. These are the configuration of 3 bags. B1, B2, B3. Bag is randomly selected, ball is drawn. Drawn ball is in white color, then find that it was coming from bag number B2. Okay, bag number B2. So in the denominator, I am going to write all possible cases. That what if this ball, white ball is coming from B1, white ball coming from, so white ball coming from B1, white ball coming from B2, white ball coming from B3. But in the numerator, I'm going to write white ball coming from directly B2. Okay, this is what Bayes theorem is. Forget about the formulas. Favorable property, probability upon total probability. Right? So, white ball coming from B2, can anybody tell me? So, first of all, bag B2 is selected. So, 3 bags are there. All 3 will have equal probability, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So, probability of selecting bag number 2 is 1 by 3. Now, B2, 5 by 10 upon 1 by 3 into probability that white is coming from bag 1, 1 by 3, 5 by 10, 1 by 3. Then we have 4 white, right? 4 by 10, correct? 1 by 3 so is getting cancelled out quickly. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 gone. So 5 upon 11 plus 4 is 15. 1 by 3 is the right answer. Okay, so sometimes Bayes theorem is not very difficult. It is quite straightforward. So 1 by 3 is absolutely correct. Okay, all right, clear. Now we are having find domain of sec inverse of this. Find, question is wrong, you are saying. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This is what I got now from you guys only. Chalo. Domain of this. So again, sec inverse. Can anybody tell me what could be the domain of sec inverse? Sec inverse domain is nothing but whenever you see sec inverse. So it is greater than or equals to 1 and less than or equals to -1. Okay. So basically both, combination of both, or the quantity which is inside the sec inverse, it should be either greater than or equals to 1 or less than or equals to -1. So again, 2 mod x plus 1 greater than or equals to 1 or 2 mod x plus 1 less than or equals to -1. 1 cancel. GIF of x greater than or equals to 0 or GIF of x less than or equals to, this is going to give you -1. Okay. All right. So now you have to solve it. Tell me, GIF of x greater than or equals to 0 means x greater than or equals to 0, or GIF of x less than or equals to -1 means x less than 0. Are you understanding this whole scenario? See, that means x can be anything. Trust me, x can be anything. Ma'am, how? See, GIF x greater than 0, that means all integers greater than 0. All integers greater than 0 and all integers less than -1. That means it is covering all the integers. So x can be anything. X belongs to R. This is the domain. Okay. So insane question. Okay. Insane question. It's just that you have to apply the brains and understand the concept. Can x be 0? Yes, x can be 0, right? Okay. All right. Now another question. See, this was the question which was asked from matrices. Good question, but we have done this type of a question in mock. How many of you attended? How many of you attended? How many of you attended my mock series, JEE Main? Can anybody tell me? How many of you attended JEE Main mock series? Same question I have given. Okay. Let me give you the solution of this question. Understand. X is P, B power 10. So B I'm going to write 10 times. B, 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 B. Dot, 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 dot. B, P power T. P transpose. Now understand. B, B, B. So B I'm going to P. So this is P, A, P, T 1 time. Then P, A, P, T 2 time. Then P, A, P, T 3 time. And all the way up to P, A, P, T and one more time last P, T. Okay. P, P transpose. Okay, now understand. Understand over here what I'm trying to say. See, P transpose into P. P transpose into P. If you multiply P into P transpose, you will get identity matrix. So this is identity, this is also identity. So this is P square, A, then A, how many times? A power 10 and P transpose square. A power 10, pattern based question. You have to calculate A, then A square, then A power 4. Eventually you have to understand A power 10. You have to plug in the value and P square and P transpose whole square, put the value and you will eventually get the value of X. Ma'am, the question is to find the sum of diagonal values. Yeah, they can ask anything. I'm just giving you an idea. This is a standard question. Again, first time it got introduced in JEE Advanced and then eventually they started giving this type of question in JEE Main. This is a PYQ. This is a predictable model. So understand, mathematics was savior on 28th January. Okay. And I'm saying I got the privilege of saying this because every year, Shreyas sir, me and chemistry teacher, we all are teaching, and every year maths is coming tough, maths is coming tough. But this year, especially on 28th January, some other subject is coming tough. So I am so happy about it. Okay, that maths at least can save somebody's score. Okay, Chalo. So now what we can do is we can call Shreyas sir, and I'll be giving you the shift to PDF in the description box. Okay, shift to all the answers, all the things will be given in the description box. Okay. Okay. Any doubts, any confusion? What you can do is you can reach out to my Telegram as well, and you can comment on the video after the video is over. Okay. So I'll be able to reply you.
Yes, welcome. Yes, I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. Quickly let me know in the chat box, my dear students. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Yeah, so physics is the killer subject of all today, and physics is in discussion today, and physics is the paper which has either made you or broken you. And the specially shift 1 paper which was there, the shift 1 paper which was there for 28th January, that was the killer paper. Even the second shift are not that difficult questions, but they are not that easy also. Let's begin with the speed solutions. I'm just going to give you the hints because already I will be sharing the one second. I'll be sharing the PDF also. So quickly let's discuss through the questions. All right, equivalent resistance across A and B. Whenever you get such an arrangement, what kind of arrangement is this going to be? This is going to be a, yep, this is going to be a, one second guys. Yeah, this is going to be a parallel arrangement. All these three things are going to be in parallel to each other, and parallel means the resistance will be R by 3. All right. So all the resistances are going to be in parallel. So it will be R by 3. Hence, that should be the answer. Okay, everyone with me on this? All right, perfecto. So if each one is some R by 3, R by 3, R by 3, So 1/3 of r by 3 will be r by 9. That's why the answer is r by 9. I think that divided by symbol is missing over here. So that's the reason for that. Okay. Next, a uniform linear charge density is placed along y-axis. What's the locus of the equipotential surface? So for this particular question, if it is placed along the y-axis, a uniform wire, then the electric field will go like this. It will be radially present over here, and equipotential lines are always perpendicular to the electric field lines. So they will be basically concentric circles in, you can see they will have x coordinate, they will have z coordinate, they will have x coordinate, they will have z coordinate. Yep, they are circles, x square plus z square. It will be in the xz plane, parallel planes, correct. Next, the Carnot engines are there and the temperatures are given. Find the percentage efficiency nearly. Now this is, remember, out of syllabus. Please claim bonus. You will have to claim bonus for this particular question, or else it will be an injustice for all the students. Yep, you might be wondering what is the formula for that. If you know it, you know it actually. Yeah, if you're studying for advanced and other examinations, some exams have it. So efficiency is nothing but 1 minus the cold temperature by the hot temperature. If you want to convert it into percentage, multiplied by 100. You know the cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Substitute it 3 times and you will get the answer. Is that okay? Substitute it 3 times and you are going to get the answer, my dear warriors. Yes, correct. Very good, very good. Awesomeness. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen now. All right. So the correct answer was 42, 21 and 26. If you want to look at the solutions, here it is 1 minus 273 by 473, which is, nearly around 42%, 21% and 26%. All right. Very good. Moving on to the next question. This is a direct question. Now, if you know this radioactivity related equation, you will get it easily. So neutron is a neutral particle. Neutron is a neutral particle, and it should give a positive charge and it should give a negative charge. Negative charge is basically over here and over here. Positive charge is over here. This is a positron. So positron can't be the answer. So positron can't be the answer. Even C option can't be the answer, because there is a positive charge. It has to be a negative particle, and along with that you get this particle to conserve the angular momentum and all of that, and this is called as a anti-neutrino. Anti-neutrino, guys. Yes, this is called as a anti-neutrino. This new symbol is just called as the neutrino. These are basically more smaller particles which are there, correct? Yep. All right. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Two discs equal mass, radius is double, then the ratio is how much? So remember, moment of inertia formulas always have mr square in their formulas, be it 2 by 5, 2 by 3, half, whatever, mr square. So it is always proportional to the square of the radius. So if radius doubles, r square will become 4 times. So moment of inertia will also become 4 times. So if the first one has r, second one has radius 2r, moment of inertia of the second guy will be 4 times that of the first guy. So option A is the correct answer. Okay. Previous question, what about the first option? Over here, this is neutrino. It has to be anti-neutrino. So that is why the first option is wrong. Now, how do you calculate? You can't calculate. Either you know it or you don't know it. So when proton converts into neutron, then neutrino comes. When neutron converts into proton, then anti-neutrino comes. So that is something which either you know it or you don't know it. Thank you, Charan. Thank you so much, guys. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. And what is it all about? The graph of root mean square velocity versus temperature. RMS speed. What is the formula for RMS speed, my dear warriors? RMS speed, root 3 RT by M. Root of 3 RT by M. Yes, root 3 RT by M. That is the formula. So it is directly proportional to the root of temperature. So that is why the graph will be like this. Remember that. Okay, because RMS speed is directly proportional to root of temperature. So if y is some constant into root of x, then the graph is like this. Root x graph is like this. So standard knowledge from graph, if you know it, you can do it. This particular question, all you can do is Yep, you're filling this, whatever, this container with some liquid, there is some coin and you want to see it. If you draw the different rays of light, ray can go like this, it can go like this. Actually, you want it to be internally reflected kind of thing so that the observer can see it. That means the ray has to reach this observer. So there are different ways it can reach. One, it goes like this. Second, it can go like this. Third, it can go like this. Now, if you see in all these scenarios, the bending happens the most when it is over here. Bending happens the least when it is over here. And the refraction, the bending is the most in this particular scenario. Are you able to see that? Check this out. When light goes like this, it is bending decently. But imagine that same light going till here and then bending over here. Here the bending is even more. So basically their refractive index is more here, whereas in this case the refractive index is less, and the question is least refractive index. So for the least refractive index, what are you going to do? Yep, this is the answer for this. So what is this angle? This will be the critical angle, and we know that this is radius, this is radius. So if this is r, this is r, naturally the critical angle will be 45 degree, and sine of that critical angle is 1 by mu. So mu will be nothing but root 2, because sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So mu should be root 2. So directly you can mark the answer as option number B. Yep, correct. Very good, Null. Awesomeness, Kamleshwar. Great, great. So I'll tell you one thing that you should learn from the shift number 1, especially the physics paper, or even in general the shift 1 physics, chemistry, maths. See, you went with a mindset that maths will be hard, but like we said, you never know. NTA can always play evil. They can always play a spoil sport. They can always surprise you. So on the spot, you should be able to think, oh, physics is suddenly difficult. What should I do? You cannot still go with the same strategy. I will complete physics, then only go to chemistry because I have planned like that. I've been giving mock tests like that. No, change your strategy immediately. Solve all the easy doable questions quickly and then move to chemistry, do the doable questions, move to maths, and then come back to the more moderate paper questions or difficult questions. And that to selectively choose the questions, because 99 percentile for this shift might come as low as 160 marks and 90 percentile will go below 100 marks for this particular shift, because the paper was above average and it came as a surprise attack. So not many people were expecting it. Now, if I tell you the paper is difficult and then you go to the paper, then it might seem, okay, you have accepted the fact. But when it comes as a surprise, many people's marks strategies will not work. So marks will come down. So my dear warriors, always play with an open mind. And that is the reason why we tell, please give more and more mock tests. Just solving PYQs is no longer enough. Understand that. So that's the reason why we have our test series in the crash courses, in our batches, which prepare you for all these things. Many of the Vedantu students already have been preparing for such things. Suddenly physics paper is difficult. Suddenly chemistry is difficult. Suddenly everything is calculative. Suddenly all things, maths is easy, chemistry is hard. So what do you do in such case? So all these eventualities you have to prepare. Understand that. And April attempt will be also a challenging attempt. Remember that. Okay, so moving on to the next question. In the figure, the square and the triangle have same resistance per unit length. Find the ratio of the resistances. Well, in this particular adjacent sides they have asked. So basically think of it like this, that the wire comes in here, wire goes over here. Each part, because it's a four-sided figure, each part will have a resistance of R by 4, R by 4, R by 4 and R by 4. And these three resistors are in series. So basically it will become 3R by 4. Now 3R by 4 is in parallel with R by 4. So you can do the parallel calculation. R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So 3R by 4 plus R by 4. From this you will get the resistance of this. Same thing you can also do for this triangle. This and this will be R by 3. This will be R by 3. These two will be in series. Their combination will be in parallel with this. So you can find that resistance. Then you take out the ratio. The ratio comes out to be 27 by 32. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Lovely rabbit. I would definitely love to come to Tamil Nadu as soon as possible. Last year, definitely I visited so many centers. This year too, hopefully I'll be visiting many centers in Tamil Nadu. By the way, I'll be coming to a Maharashtra center on 2nd February. So if you are in Buldana, Buldana is a town where we are launching our hybrid offline center. We already have our offline center in Pune. Yep. And yes, a lot of centers across the country. So there is a hybrid center launch in Buldana. So if you are from Buldana, do let me know, because we'll be visiting very soon, 1st, 2nd February. All right. Okay. Moving on to the next. For the given logic gates combination, what will be the truth table? Now, ideal way to do it, long way to do it will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. You do it and do all the calculations and you will get the answer. But if you are little bit on the side of the Boolean algebra, if you know Boolean algebra a little bit, you can do it easily, because see, this is A, this is B, this is A dot B, and means dot. So if this is A, this will be not of A, this B comes as it is. So this is A and B. Now this is OR gate. So OR gate means A dot B, OR means plus. So A bar dot B, and there is a not after it. So you put a bar over here. So what you can see B is common. You can see B is common. So A plus A bar will come inside the bracket. Dot means and with B. Okay. And this whole thing is going to be not. The plus I have shaken inside. Just opened brackets, closing the brackets. So, you know, all these things we can definitely do. Now, what is A plus A bar? Guys, think about it. Complement and addition. So 0 and 0's complement is 1. 1 and 0's complement, 1 and 1's complement is 0. So this will be always 1. This will be always 1. Correct? So any number and its complement, the inversion will always be true. Okay? So this particular thing, A plus A bar will be 1. So it will be 1 dot B, 1 and B. So whatever is B, that will be the answer. 0 and 1, 0. 1 and 1, 1. So whatever is B, that will be the answer. So it will be B bar. So B bar will be the answer. So wherever B bar is there, you cannot see B bar here. I cannot see B bar here. I cannot see it here. I can see it here. B bar 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So that should be the answer. Directly you can give it. Okay. So answer D is correct. So it was a beautiful question, but I mean, it will be definitely helpful for the next shift or even the April attempt. Work done by central force is independent of the path. So central force is something like, you know, your electric force, gravitational force. These are all central forces. The forces are directed towards the center. The work done by the central force is independent of the path. Definitely true, because they are all conservative forces, and conservative forces means the work done will not depend on the path. Potential energy is associated with every force. That is wrong, because what happens is potential energy is only associated with conservative forces, not with non-conservative forces. Like friction does not have potential energy with it. Sir, all the best. Okay, Sandeep, very all the best to you. And I guess your shift is tomorrow, 29 Jan. Hopefully all the questions that we are solving helps you in tomorrow's shift, and you know, luck also plays a role, and may you remain really cool. And this is not just for you, but for also all the students who are going to write the exam tomorrow. This one was actually a JEE Advanced PYQ inspired question. Such a question has come in JEE Advanced. So if you have solved JEE Advanced question, yep, you will be able to do this. Otherwise, it will be difficult. The natural spring's length is R. So imagine the spring is only this much, but the spring is extended over here. So this is diameter, this is R. So the extension number 1 is basically R. And how has this come? 2R minus R. So 2R minus R is that extension which is there initially. So this mass comes down over here. This mass comes down over here. Once the mass comes down here, the spring will be of this much length. But this length will be obviously root 2R. But original length is R. So the extension x2 will be root 2R minus R, which means R into root 2 minus 1. So this is your final extension. This is your final extension. Now the question is, if the free end, okay, when it is slightly disturbed, what is the speed? So whatever energy is there here, the energy over here should match. So original energy over here, you can take this as reference. It has gravitational potential energy, it has spring potential energy, and no kinetic energy. This is kinetic energy, which is basically 0, is equal to, we'll see how much it is equal to, is equal to over here, gravitational potential energy will be 0. Gravitational potential energy at this particular line will be 0. Let's assume that. Spring potential energy, yes, definitely it has. And it also has kinetic energy. eventually. So how much is the spring potential energy here? It will be half k x2 square. What is x2? This much, plus half m v square. Similarly, initially gravitational potential energy mg, this height is basically r, plus spring potential energy is half k x1 square. x1 is basically r. Kinetic energy was 0. Solve this and you will get the value of velocity. As you can see, root 2 minus 1 is there as expected, because root 2 minus 1 comes from here. Solving this, you will definitely get the answer. But it was a beautiful question from JEE Advanced. So imagine JEE Mains is getting JEE Advanced PYQs. Okay, so understand that, things are serious now. And if there is any 2026 student, is there any 2026 student out here? Is there any 2026 student out here? Or is there any 2027 student out here? Quickly let me know in the chat box, guys. Yes, quickly let me know in the chat box if there is any student from 2026 or 2027. Then you need to not depend on the last minute. You cannot depend on the one shots. You cannot depend on random strategies. You have to prepare from now, because NTA is back. NTA is going to make it tough. NTA is going to check the real competition. NTA is going to make sure that you study thoroughly and concepts are built, or random strategies, random one shots, random tricks will not help you. I can see a lot of 2026 and some 2027 students also. By the way, 2026, we are definitely going to come up with something amazing for the long term for all of you. So stay tuned on the channel. Yep. Topics for 29th, let me tell you, Shreya, don't depend on any topics because nothing is working. Okay, NTA is going to play a very, very evil role. I mean, they are playing it very random. There is no way you can predict even the topics. Suddenly fluids is more, solids is more, ray optics suddenly 3-4 questions, electromagnetic induction hardly nothing, right? So, there is no guarantee what is going to happen even from one shift to the next shift, even in the same year. All right, I hope this is absolutely clear. Moving on to the next question. This was on de Broglie wavelength. We have done this question even in our predictor series. I've done this question many times, even in our mock test. So guys, proton moving at kinetic energy has some kinetic energy as the photon, the ratio of the de Broglie wavelength. So for the photon, if the energy, if it is taken as E, so that E will be basically hc by lambda, the ratio of the de Broglie wavelength. So lambda is hc by E for the photon. This is for the photon. Now for the proton, so energy of the proton, if it is E proton, so we know that lambda of that proton, PR, is basically h by root of 2m E. This is the formula. So now divide both of them, you will get the answer. Yes, this and this, just divide them, you will definitely get the answer. Got it? Okay, everyone, this is how you're going to get the answer as option B. Correct. Very good. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Oh, Palak, you are from Buldana. I would love to see you. Yep, I would love to see all your friends, all your batchmates. Yes, make sure you are there on Sunday. On, we are going to be there. The entire team is going to be there in Buldana Hybrid Learning Center. So please be there, and I'll be posting a video with the location details, everything on this channel also very soon. Okay. Great. Moving on to the next question. This was a question on center of mass and finding the density. Remember, we were expecting cavity problems, but they have asked a question on integration. So first of all, you should notice the density is changing only in the x direction, not in the y direction. So the strips that you will be making will all be vertical. So you will take small strips over here. Vertically, the density is uniform. So vertically, if you see, the center of mass should lie somewhere over here at a distance of height by 2. Height is b, so it will be at b by 2. Now b by 2 is not there here, so it is there here, here and here. So either b, c, d will be the options. So you take small strips. Each of the strips will have dm mass. The width will be obviously dx. It will be at a distance of x. It will be density into that small area. Density is rho naught x by ab. The area of this strip will be dx into height, which means it will be b dx. So b will cancel. So it will be rho naught by a x dx. Now you use the center of mass formula. X coordinate of center of mass will be integral x dm divided by integral dm. Okay, so integral x dm. What is dm? It is nothing but rho naught by a x dx, and here it will be integral rho naught by a x dx. Limits will be 0 to a. So 0 to a, 0 to a, and this will cancel. Solve this, you will get the answer. Solve this, you will get the answer. Okay, now I'll tell you, you could have used elimination. Guys, think logically. Think logically. No, can it be at a by 2? Can it be at a by 2? No, right? How many of you solved it by integration? I'll tell you how to do it without integration. It can't be at a by 2 because it is asymmetric in the x direction. So this option is eliminated. Next, the density is increasing with x. So this is more dense, this is less dense. So the center of mass will be more than half the distance of the length. So a by 3 is less than half. So C option is eliminated. 2a by 3 is more than 50% of the length where more density is present. So hence this should be the option. Without integration also you can solve it. How many of you were able to use this elimination method? So that's why I say, see, I told you even during my guesswork session, sometimes there will be questions where you can use elimination method. This is one such question where you could have saved easily 3 to 5 minutes. Easily 3 to 5 minutes. How many of you realize this now? Put up the fire emoji in the chat box right away, right now. How many of you realize this now? You could have used elimination option method over here and avoided the integration completely. Not needed at all. It was tricky, right? But definitely you could have done it because more density is here. So it has to be, the center of mass has to be beyond 50% of that particular length of this particular plate. So directly you could have marked it as B without doing integration. All right, moving on to the next question. Yeah, this was statement based question. So here the correct statements were basically 1, 2 and 5. The viscosity decreases when the temperature increases. Makes sense because when you increase the temperature of oil in your vehicles, in your joints and whatever mechanisms or machines, then at high temperatures the oil becomes very fluidic, very easy flowing, and that is why you use oil, so that it becomes like a grease, it becomes like a, you know, what do you say, a lubricating surface which reduces the friction and losses. So that's why this is correct statement. Terminal speed depends on density, it depends on radius, acceleration due to gravity, viscosity, all of this, density, acceleration due to gravity, viscosity, density, everything. What is the formula for terminal speed? We have discussed this and I told you terminal speed is usually a high weightage formula. It is 2 by 9 r square sigma minus rho, okay, g divided by divided by g, all right, sorry, into g, my bad, into g, right? So all these things are there in the formula and eta is also there in the denominator, correct? Okay, moving on, next statement. Well, terminal speed depends only on the density, that is wrong. Coefficient is independent of temperature, that is also wrong. Viscous force depends on the speed. Yes, this is Stokes' law. Stokes' law says force is 6 pi eta RV, 6 pi eta RV. Hence, that should be the correct answer. So, hence 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Ignore this. I think by printing mistake, this is there. So, 1, 2, 5 should be the answer. Yeah, A and C. This is Chumma. This is memory based. So, sometimes students think of something and we put it up. So, you know, we are always in a hurry to first of all type the questions. So, you know, often printing mistakes do happen because here time is of essence, or else if you sit and type properly everything, then it will take us more time. We cannot come on time for the discussions. Okay, so ignore that. When light of 600 nanometer is used, the 10th bright fringe is 10 millimeters from the central bright. Find the distance of the central max if the light is of 660 nanometer is used. Find the distance from the central max if light of, okay, so for this basically use this formula. The y coordinate of any nth fringe is n times lambda d by d. Okay, so lambda changes, y will change, so y is basically proportional to lambda. So the same fringe, right, if you want to see the same number fringe, if lambda changes, y will also change. That's the formula. Using that you will definitely get the answer as 11 millimeters. Direct, simple question. Remember I told you fringe width related questions are coming in my marathon which we did yesterday. Yes, which we did yesterday. I told you fringe width related questions are coming, and we did this formula also. Luckily, if you have done that, good for you. So you would have definitely got the answer. Moving on to the next question. Dispersion without deviation, very rare. I mean, this question never came in any of the shifts, this model, but this was a surprise type of question on combination of prisms, where if you have two prisms like this and you don't want any deviation, that means deviation clockwise should be the deviation anti-clockwise, so that the net deviation is 0. So first deviation is angle of prism into mu minus 1, second deviation is angle of prism into mu minus 1. So the angle of prism is basically 4, mu is basically 1.56, and angle of prism is how much, I don't know, and mu is basically 1.7. So that's it. Solving this, you will get the angle of prism over here. That's the formula. Deviation for thin prisms is a into mu minus 1, and the net deviation is 0. That means deviation by first should be countered, should be cancelled by the deviation in the second prism. That's what it is. Next, 3 infinite wires, density lambda, each at xyz axis, the locus of the equipotential surface. This is a very good question. Trust me, this is JEE advanced level. It's not an easy one. Students who did not get this, don't feel so bad. It's a proper JEE advanced question. Let me tell you that. First of all, if you have a long wire, the concept is the electric field because of that, is inversely proportional to R. We know that formula. It is 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught lambda divided by R. That's the formula. So it is inversely proportional to R. And this electric field is also dV by dr. And when you integrate this, so dV by dr is nothing but 1 by R, right? So it will become dr by R with some constant. And when you integrate all of this, the voltage is basically a log function. It will come as some constant ln V by V naught. This is what is going to come. The voltage will be a log function, yes, because you will get the term dr by R. Sorry, I said V by V naught, my bad. It will be R by R naught, my bad. R by R naught. Yeah, because integration of dr by R is the log of R, ln R. So that is the first thing in this particular problem. Let me tell you that. Okay. Is this point clear? Why it is a log function? Why it is a log function? I'll put it over here. So for a long wire, the electric field will be inversely proportional to R, which is also dV by dr. So integrating voltage will be some constant, you can say V naught ln R by R naught. This is what the function will be. Now, if you take that wire which is along, let's say, y-axis, if you take the wire along the y-axis, the voltage will be constant along this curve. And this voltage line can be given by along the y-axis. If you take that wire, it will be nothing but V naught ln R over here. This is R. Any point over here, think about it, because this is x-axis, this is your z-axis. Any point over here will have the coordinate x comma z, and it is at a distance of R. So think about it. If this is x, if this is z, and if this is R, and this is basically perpendicular, this is your Pythagoras theorem, my dear warriors. So it will be root of x square plus z square. It will be root of x square plus z square. So root of x square plus z square divided by R naught, my dear warriors. This is if you consider only the vertical wire along the y-axis. Similarly, Vx will be V naught ln. See, if y is there, x and z are there. So if x is there, what will be there? Y and z will be there. So this is what it will be. Similarly, if you calculate Vz, that is wire which is lying along the z axis. So because of that, the voltage will be V naught ln, and you will have root of x square plus y square, whole thing divided by R naught. Now these are the voltages due to each wire. What you do, you add them to get the total voltage, which is Vx plus Vy plus Vz, my dear students. You add all these three voltages. You add all these three voltages. The moment you add them, the total voltage will become V0 will be common. V0 will be common. In fact, this root also we can take it out later on. Don't worry about it. But this will become basically ln of something plus ln of something plus ln of something. Log A plus log B plus log C. It is log of A into B into C. Hence, that will become V0 into ln, and you will have root of this x square plus y square plus z square plus x square, and this whole thing divided by R0. So R0 into R0 into R0, which is R0 cube. But the voltage should be constant. Voltage should be constant for an equipotential surface. This is a constant, this is a constant. That means whatever is there under the root should be constant. So this is what is there inside the root. This is what is there inside the root. Hence, option D should be the correct answer. Got it? It's a beautiful, amazing question. All right. I hope this is absolutely clear. 120, the percentile should be around 95, I guess, close to 95 percentile. All right. Moving on to the next question. If the area is calculated using a screw gauge, find the area if it is x by 100. I think it was a numeric type. It was a beautiful question. I mean, it is not in one line. You will take at least few things to solve it. First of all, find the least count. What is the least count? It is the pitch, which is 0.75 divided by number of divisions. How much will this be? How much will this be? 15 goes with 75 5 times. So this will be basically 0.05 millimeters. From this, you know the error in lengths for both of them. So area is basically length multiplied by breadth. So delta A by A will be delta L by L plus delta B by B. So delta L by L, delta L is 0.05 from here. Length, let's say I take it as 2.5 plus 0.05. Breadth is how much? 5. So how much will this be? Check this out. 0.05 by 2.5. So this will be 1. So this will be 0.02 plus this will be 0.01. So this will be 0.03. So therefore delta A by A is 0.03. So delta A is 0.03 multiplied by area. Area is nothing but length into breadth. Length into breadth. Length is basically 2.5. A breadth is nothing but 5. So this is what you will get, delta A. So this value is x by 100. So x by 100 is basically 0.03 multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by 5. So from this you will get the value of x. So take that 100 over here. You will get the value of x from here. It's another lengthy question. It's not easy. I mean, I'm doing it fast over here just because these are speed solutions. So I think the answer comes close to like 37 point something. So when you round it off, I think it becomes, yeah, it becomes 38. Okay, this one, two capacitors are in parallel. What is the comparison of capacitors? See, we all know that charge is equal to C into V. It is clearly given if they are in parallel. So that means voltage is basically the same. Voltage is basically the same. So one with more charge will also have more capacitance. So C2 is more than C1 because the charge on it is more than charge on one. So C2 will be definitely more than C1, and energy is basically half CV square. Voltage is same, so more capacitance, more energy. So definitely U2 will be also more than U1 directly. Is that right, everybody? So hence that is the answer. 2 and 4, yes, this and this. So those were the 20 questions in the shift 1. Let's go to shift number 2 now. Okay, I think this is the shift number 2. Let's open this up. So what were the different questions over here? Let's have a look. And by the way, those of you who are now confident about JEE Advanced or who think that yes sir, now I have, I'm probably going to get above 90 percentile, okay, or I'm going to get above 100, 120 marks. What is your next step? Don't just focus on April attempt, focus on JEE Advanced, because now you know the shifts are getting harder. If you're going to focus on mains, again you will be in that same step. If you're going to focus on JEE Advanced and you see that the JEE Advanced questions are also coming in your JEE mains attempt, then it will be definitely beneficial for you. Second thing, now the game has become even more serious and competitive, and do not forget why you joined PCM or why you took up JEE, why you took up a coaching, why you took up an engineering stream. Because you want to enter the Premier League, you want to be in Tier 1 colleges, you want to study among the best, you don't want to compromise on your education. So my dear warriors, now is the time that you start your preparation for JEE Advanced with the Ekalavya batch. And Ekalavya batch, for the last 15-17 years, we have been producing consistent results because of the quality education without compromising on even one single aspect, be it a simple assignment to the test series, to the teachers. There is no compromise anywhere because we are giving the best. In fact, you can check it out online on Quora, what is all about Ekalavya batch, and you'll be surprised to see why students are so crazy and mad about this particular batch. So the entry is starting on 3rd of February, so do not miss it. Yep, it's there for 14,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees off from the original price. Okay, all right. So the link is there in the description box, by the way. This question, find the potential at A and B. If it is given potential at A and find the current if the potentials at A and B are equal. Okay, so basically they ask the current. So essentially, if at point A and point B potentials are equal, that means it's a balanced Wheatstone's bridge. So no need of this resistor. So if this is 20, this is 10, this is 40, this will be obviously 20 ohms. So these both are in series, so this will be 30 ohm. These both are in series, so this will be 60 ohm. So together 30 and 60 ohm in parallel, they are side by side. They will be 30 into 60, 3 6 are 18 divided by 3 plus 6, which is 9. So yes, that is just going to be, I think, how much? 18, yeah, 20 ohms. So 20 ohms will be the equivalent resistance. So the current will be voltage by that equivalent resistance. Voltage is 40, resistance is 20. So it will be 2 amperes. So it will be 2 amperes. That's it. It's a balanced Wheatstone's bridge. It's a balanced Wheatstone's bridge because potentials are equal. As simple as that. Next question. Bohr's model. The question is find the dependency of frequency. Now remember, frequency is 1 by time period, and time period is the circumference divided by the speed. Now we know that the velocity was proportional to z by n, and r is basically proportional to n square by z, n square by z. So from this we get z square by n cube and some constants over here. So z square by n cube is what frequency will be proportional to. So if you know, in Bohr's model, velocity, energy, radius, they are proportional to different things, principal number, atomic number, etc. You should know it, only then you will be able to solve this. Beautiful question. All right, moving on to the next question. Remember, I told this during my marathon, this question is very important. How many of you were there? How many of you were there during that marathon? And I told you this kind of question is very important. Yep. How many of you remember this? And same thing has happened. This question has been repeated. The model has been repeated. It also was repeated, before this. Yep. So, my dear students, over here, first of all, omega t minus kz is there everywhere. Omega t minus kz is there everywhere. So, magnetic field is B. Magnitude is 30. And we know that E by B is basically C. So, B will be E by C. Electric field is 30. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So 3 cancels. So 0. So this will become 10 to the power minus 7. So 10 to the power minus 7, unless and until they have asked it in some other units. B is equal to E by C. Oh, sorry. This was magnetic field which was given. My bad. Not electric field. Electric field will be, my bad. E will be nothing but B multiplied by C. So magnetic field, if it is 30, speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So 3 3s are 9. So 9 into 10 to the power 9. So 9 into 10 to the power 9, again you can see everywhere. So what is it that will distinguish and we will get the correct answer as B? The main thing is, remember I have told you that electric field, magnetic field and speed of light, they are perpendicular like this. So if you want to say, for example, find the electric field will be nothing but B cross C, B hat cross C, B cross C, B cross C will give you electric field vector. You can use your right hand rule. So B hat we already know, which is root 3 by 2, what is it, I cap, plus 1 by 2 j cap, that is basically your B hat. Speed of light, where is it going? It's going along the positive z direction. You can see it is going along the positive z direction because of the minus sign. That means it is k hat. So this cross k hat, that will basically give you E hat. So multiply this with this, multiply this with this, you will get the answer as 1 by 2 I cap minus root 3 by 2 j cap. Yep. Understood, my dear warriors? Is that absolutely clear? Very good. Awesomeness. So moving on to the next question. For concave mirror, distance between object and image is this much, m is this much, find the focal length. So just draw a diagram, things will be very easy. Imagine a concave lens, or concave mirror, sorry. Let's say the object is over here, and let's say this particular distance is x, and then let's say the image is somewhere here, it's inverted and it is magnified. That means somewhere over here like this. So this is where the image is, and this distance is given to be how much? Object and the image is basically 20 centimeters. So technically image distance will be 20 plus x, 20 plus x. Now use the magnification formula. Magnification is minus v by u, and magnification is given as minus 3. So minus v by u, image distance is 20 plus x, but with a minus sign. Object distance is just minus x. So from this minus minus cancels, this minus cancels. So 3x is basically 20 plus x. So 2x is basically 20. So x is basically 10. From this, you can use the mirror formula and find the answer. 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So what is the mirror image distance? It will be nothing but 30. What is the object distance? It will be nothing but minus 10. So this will be basically 1 by f. How many of you got the answer? How many of you got the answer? Puram, the paper was on the higher side. Even for the shift 2, it was not easy. Let me tell you that. Yeah, you should get it as negative 7.5. Yes, negative 7.5. Wave theory cannot explain Compton effect because reflection can be explained via Huygens principle, which is wave theory. Refraction also, Huygens theory can explain it, which is wave again. Diffraction also, it is wave nature of light. This is basically your particle nature. So that is the correct answer. Yes, Compton effect. Next, mass radius of a planet P is 8 and 3 times that of Earth. If escape speed is v, then escape speed from the planet. Remember, we have done this during our predictor series. Escape velocity questions. I have told you every time in gravity, gravitational acceleration ratio, or finding the escape velocity ratio, or finding the energy required for the satellite, Kepler's third law, always standard questions, my dear warriors. So use this formula. Escape speed is the root of 2gm divided by r. Mass and radius are 8 times and 3 times of Earth respectively. So basically v1 by v2 is root of m1 by m2 and root of r2 by r1, because inversely proportional to root of r and directly proportional to root of m. So solving this, you will definitely get the answer as option number A. Okay, so just a simple ratio proportion question. Next, the magnetic field at the center O of this particular arrangement is how much? First of all, this particular wire will have no contribution over here because it is on the axis. It is no contribution on the axis. Keep that in mind. Next important thing, this particular wire is like a semi-infinite wire, and for that the magnetic field is given by mu naught I. Remember, in yesterday's session I have told you, marathon, magnetic field due to current carrying wires, coil, straight wires, they will ask. So please do that formula. For semi-infinite, it will be half of complete long wire. So mu naught I by 2 pi r was the formula. So half of it will be due to semi-infinite because it is only there on one side, it is not there on the other side. Remember, we have done this formulas in yesterday's marathon, again coming to use. Next, for this particular wire, what will happen? It's 3/4 of a coil. So 3/4 of a coil will have mu naught I by 2R as the formula. So both these things you just add it, you will get the answer. Both these things you add it and you will get the answer. Is that okay? So that's how you basically solve this. Yep, you can see some pluses there. And why is it K cap? Because if you curl your fingers in the direction of the current, the thumb comes towards you, that is in the Z direction. Moving to the next one, cube having bulk modulus placed, now subjected to extra pressure, magnitude of the change in volume. Now bulk modulus formula is nothing but delta P by delta V by V. So this bulk mod, what is the question? Magnitude of the change in the volume. So delta V will be delta P into V by B. So change in the pressure is 7 into 10 to the power 6. 7 into 10 to the power 6. Original volume, now cube of side 10 centimeters means it is 10 cube centimeter cube, which is basically you can say 1 centimeter cube is 1 ml. So this is 10 cube ml. So this is 10 ml you can say, and divided by bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is 1.4 into 10 to the power 11. So whatever answer you will get it in ml. Whatever answer, you don't convert it in the end, you convert it here only. So your answer will be definitely in ml only. 0.05 ml. Yep. So 0.05 ml, I think that should be the answer. Okay, cool. So remember 1 cc, 1 centimeter, if you take 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, that volume is 1 cc, which is also 1 milliliter. 1 ml is 1 cc. Okay, next, what is the relationship between change of internal energy? How many of you remember I told you PV graphs they are giving and they are asking you work done or internal energy change? Exactly same question came from my yesterday's marathon. I have told you this. So all these are cyclic processes. In all cyclic processes, delta U will be 0. So internal energy will not change at all. It will be basically 0. In all the cyclic processes, there is no change in internal energy. Hence, yeah, okay. Options may not be exactly the same. Maybe it will be similar. See, these are the answers which we are making up based on whatever is remembered by our students, memory based. But you know, obviously some things could be little bit different. Next one, a parallel plate capacitor is charged, area of the plate, find the energy density. Okay, we all know energy density is half epsilon naught electric field square. Now what is the value of electric field? Well, we can write it as charge divided by A epsilon naught, charge divided by A epsilon naught, so that is electric field, so whole square, correct? So what will happen now? It will become half, this will become Q square by A square epsilon naught. Area is given, charge is not given, but capacitance and voltage is given, and Q is basically CV. So it will become CV and this whole square. So that's it. Capacitance is given, which is 6 micro. So 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. Voltage is given, which is 10. So this the whole square divided by 2 into area. Area of the plate is given 10 centimeter square. So 10 into 10 to the power minus 4, but the whole square multiplied by epsilon naught. So solving this, you will get the answer. Everything is given. It's just that you have to convert it into the good looking formula. Okay, so this is the formula for energy density. Electric field is Q by A epsilon naught is one formula here, and Q is equal to CV is the another formula over here. All these formulas will help you, and I have discussed this energy density related concept also again and again. All right. Okay. If they did not give area in the question, something else will be given. Maybe the length and breadth of the plate will be given. So then you can find the area of the plate. Okay. So this was the last question. The next question, whatever is there, all right, I'll be putting it up in the PDF because I think the team is still collecting the questions. Now it's time for chemistry. Let me just call up Diksha ma'am and check whether she has some few questions here and there. Abhi, I think tomorrow's paper, you should expect the unexpected. NTA might surprise you. Hello, ma'am, ready? Okay, ठीक है. Bye. Okay, so Diksha ma'am will be going live. So yeah, all the best. I'm cutting the feed right now. Okay.
Okay, so everybody, am I visible? Am I audible? Let me know in the comment section if I am visible and audible to all of you. So now quickly let us see the shift 2 questions from chemistry. Okay, so it has been easy paper only. I won't say it was a difficult exam. Really good, easy questions were asked here. Yes, some of the questions, mostly we can see integer based questions, right? And even integer based question, I would say good questions were asked, right? If you know the concept behind that, easily you can answer that, right? Okay, so now let us start that. The first question is, I'm not sure that some students are saying that, ma'am, directly they were asking that out of this, the oxidation state of vanadium in the amphoteric oxide has been asked. Some students are saying that, ma'am, they have asked that, we know that this is the amphoteric oxide what we have. They are saying that change in the oxidation state of vanadium when amphoteric oxide reacts with acid to form VO2. That means V2O5 to VO4 positive. We know that here the oxidation state is +5. Here the oxidation state is +7. So the change is +2. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. So it was a easy question here. Okay. Yes. Now next is very simple question. As I told you yesterday only, what I predicted, guys, I told you that right now they are asking, in the previous shifts they were asking questions from radius, right? But right now they have asked questions from the frequency and time period. Chances are in the tomorrow's shift they will ask question from the energy, okay, because they are focusing on Bohr's model, right? So here the answer is going to be, they have asked question dependency of frequency. They have asked, so frequency will be z square by n square. In frequency and time period, they will not ask you the formula, they will ask you the dependency here, right? Time period is n cube by z square and frequency is z square by n cube, right? So simple direct question. Next is, which has maximum oxidizing power? So yes, everybody, definitely the confusion, if you were confused in the exam, you might be confused between K2Cr2O7 and KMnO4. Now out of these two, which is the stronger oxidizing agent? Again, direct concept based question, it is directly from your NCERT lines. So answer is KMnO4 is the strongest oxidizing agent, right? Okay, very good, very good, very good, very good. Now next is where it is +9. Wait a minute, it will be x minus 8 is equals to +1, right? Acha, x is equals to +9. Okay. So sorry. It will be, wait a minute. Okay. So it will be +9 over here, right? Okay. So the change, if we talk about here, it is +5, here it is +9. So the change will be 4, right? Okay. Yes. Change in the oxidation state for 1. Okay. -8 + 9. Yes. Okay. So answer will be 4, right? Yes. Now next is number of paramagnetic species. Paramagnetic species among the following is, paramagnetic species, now they have not asked question from MOT till, but now they have asked question from MOT. In the previous shift, six shift, they were not asking question from MOT. In today's second shift, they have asked question from molecular orbital theory, right? Okay, so chances are in tomorrow's exam also they will ask, because they have touched this topic, right? So they will ask question from MOT. Now if you talk about this thing here, MOT, as you can see here, it is having we know that oxygen O2 is paramagnetic, right? How this is paramagnetic, that was the base of MOT. So definitely it is paramagnetic, right? Even it has 16 electrons. For 16 electrons, we have 2, 1, 2, 1. So when you fill the electrons, 16 minus 8, 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, this is paramagnetic. O2 positive, it is having 15 electrons, right? If you take out 1 electron here, again it will be paramagnetic, right? If you take out 1 electron from here, that will also be paramagnetic. If you add 1 electron, that is 17 electrons over here. So this was for O2. 1 more electron means this, again it is paramagnetic, right? So these three are definitely paramagnetic. NO2 has odd pair of electron, that is why it is paramagnetic, right? What about NO? What about NO? Now CO is very, very important here. CO is very, very important here. In NO, if you talk about, NO is 7 plus 8, that is 15 electrons, right? 15 electrons, again it is same like O2 positive only, right? Okay, so it will also be paramagnetic. What about CO? What about CO? What's so special in CO? What's so special in CO? Here the speciality is it is not going to be paramagnetic, it is going to be diamagnetic. Reason being, here you have a different electronic configuration. This is a sigma 1s, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, you can say sigma 2s, then it is pi 2px equals to pi 2py, sigma 2pz, sigma star 2ps. Okay, so that is the reason here it is having how many electrons? Electrons are 6 plus 8, that is 14 electrons. Okay, 14 electrons, right? Okay, 14 electrons it is having. So 14 electrons will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? Okay, so definitely it is diamagnetic in nature. Others so very simple. Okay, yes, others so we already know. Okay, next is 5 now. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So answer is 5 is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Next question is how many of the following molecules are polar in nature? Polarity they have asked in first two shifts also, right? So their focus is on polarity also, right? So beta chemistry is coming predictable only, so don't lose marks in chemistry. Okay, don't lose marks in chemistry. Chemistry is easy or some questions are difficult, that too in today's first shift. Right now I have not encountered any difficult, 1-2 questions were new concepts, but otherwise there is no as such difficult question here, right? 1-2 questions are something that if you know the concept, like not repeated concepts, otherwise it's predictable only, right? But yes, chemistry is going to give you marks, so don't ignore it, right? So here it is definitely non-polar, sorry, it is definitely polar. No, it is definitely non-polar. Mu is going to be 0. Here also mu is going to be 0. Okay. What about CH2L2? Definitely they are not going to cancel the dipoles here. So mu is not 0. Here also mu is not equals to 0. Here also. In H2O2, the structure is like this. This is oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. O2, F2 is also, instead of hydrogen, there is F, right? So again, mu is not equals to 0. So in all the cases, mu is not equals to 0. They are asking you about polar molecules. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 polar molecules you have here. Okay, 5 polar molecules you have here, right? Okay, yes, everybody. Now, next is calculate the spin magnetic moment here. So here what you have to apply, very simple question here, right? Just find out the oxidation state here, then calculate the spin magnetic moment, right? This is 2x minus 6 equals to 0, 2x is equals to 6, so 2x is equals to 6, x is equals to 3, right? Mn 3 positive it is, right? Then just calculate the magnetic moment, mu is equals to under root nn plus 1, okay, Bohr magneton, right? Okay, yes, so in that way just put the value, you will get your answer, right? Okay, next question is which of the following compound is yellow in color? Now question, in one more shift they have asked question regarding the color, right? But that was from DNF block. Here in the first few sheets I was saying that practical chemistry they are not asking you the questions, but in morning shift also they have asked one question, in evening shift also there is one question related to the practical chemistry, right? Okay, so here which of the following is yellow? One is CDS and PbCr2O4, they are yellow in color. A and E, that is B is the correct answer, right? Okay, B is the correct answer. So yes, question are being, from this I can say some surprising questions are there, right? Okay, so it's like 70%, or I would say 70 to 80% of the chemistry paper is being repeated, right? Repeated as in same topics they are picking out, right? No doubt different questions, but same topics, right, from the same concepts. But 20% they are picking out some new questions also. It's not like everything is repeated, right? Okay, so if you can see here what we have done, CH3, C triple bond CH, PDC. That means here we are going to convert it into alkene, CH3, C double bond CH2, and this is CH. After that, doing the ozonolysis, what you are going to get, CH3, break the double bond, attach double bond O here, break the double bond, attach double bond O here. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer, right? One is formaldehyde, other is acetaldehyde, right? Okay. Yes, students. Yes, students. Okay. Very good. Next question is the correct order of energy of following subshell is. This is a simple question. This I would say free k number, right? Okay. This so it will take you some seconds to answer this, right? Some seconds to answer this. So it is what? Very simple. We know that 3D, if you talk about 3D has the maximum, then you have 1s, then you have 2s. It's so simple. Even the answers are so simple. If you want to apply, even the options are so simple. Just apply n plus L rule here, right? Okay, just apply n plus L rule here. Here it is D is equals to, here n is 3, D is SPD2, here it is 3 plus 1, here it is 2 plus 0, here it is 1 plus 0. You can also apply this rule if you don't remember the energy, right? Otherwise, so directly you can answer that B is the correct answer. D has maximum, more the n plus L, more will be the energy. Here though they have asked a very, very simple question. Otherwise, this though you don't even need to apply n plus L rule, right? Okay. Chalo. Wait a minute. Acha. Oh, so sorry. I didn't see this. 1s, 2s, 3p, 3d. Yes, so answer is D is the correct answer. Now, next is which has maximum oxidizing power. This we have seen now, maximum oxidizing power. C has the maximum oxidizing power. This we have done, right? Okay. Next is, now this I would say is an interesting question. Okay. This is a new question. All the students who have upcoming shifts and even for your second attempt, right? You can see this as a new question, I would say, right? It was not asked in the previous shifts, right? In 2025, it was not asked. So basically, they are saying how many of the following will have benzoic acid on oxidation with KMnO4. So here it is, the condition is you should have a benzene ring where alpha carbon should have at least one hydrogen. Only then it is possible to give benzoic acid, right? So it definitely has alpha hydrogen. So it will give benzoic acid. This also has alpha hydrogen. This also has alpha hydrogen. This does not have alpha hydrogen. This also has alpha hydrogen. This also have alpha hydrogen. This does not have alpha hydrogen. Now the question is regarding this. Here it definitely has alpha hydrogen here and over here also, but it is not going to give you benzoic acid. They are asking about benzoic acid here, right? So it is also not the correct answer. So answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer is 5 is the correct answer. Okay, 5 is the correct answer. So answer will be 5. Okay, next. Acha. This is, I would say, exactly repeated question from the previous shifts. Okay, in chemistry, some questions has been repeated from the previous shift. So if you have exam tomorrow, you can, you don't ignore chemistry questions from the next shift, right? Okay, reason being, this question was also asked in, I think, first or second shift, right? I don't remember exactly which shift. This has also been asked in today's morning shift, also in evening shift. Okay, so here it is. Firstly, HCl, what it will do, break the double bond, right, and attach Cl here. Let's say we are attaching Cl over here, right? Break the double bond. After that, you add AgCl. Then the Cl will be replaced by Nc. Okay, so answer is going to be A is the correct answer, right? A is the correct answer. Wait a minute, here it should be one dandi. Okay, that should be over here. One line should be here. Right? Okay, understood? Got it? Yes, students? Yes, students. Here it should be one line. If here it is one methyl group here also. Right? Okay. Next is which of the following group 15 element forms d pi uh, bond and strongest basic anhydride. Okay, so now this question has been asked. D pi bonding they are asking you. Atomic number 7, 15, 33, 51. They are saying strongest d pi bonding. Everybody in the comment section, strongest d pi. Definitely this nitrogen though will not form d pi bonding, right? Nitrogen will not form, and down the group it will, here it will be phosphorus, here it will be, right? Nitrogen will not expand its octet because it does not have d orbitals, right? And here you have phosphorus, so answer will be this phosphorus, right? Okay, so strongest d pi bonding, right? Okay. Acha, d pi bonding, strongest basic anhydride. Okay. Basic hydride pH 3 na. हाँ, तो strongest basic hydride is this only, right? So basically it is NH3, pH3, right? As you go down the group, na PSC sharab bhai, right? As you go down the group, what happens is basic character decreases. So if you talk about the strongest basic character, it will be NH3, but it does not form d pi bonding. So that is why instead of nitrogen, we have phosphorus, right? Because two conditions we need to satisfy here. This question is a very simple question, right? It is based on that you have KOH in presence of ethanol, that is alcoholic KOH, right? Alcoholic aqueous KOH will do replacement substitution, right? And alcoholic KOH will do dehydration, right? So you just need to take out Br here. Now the question is, ma'am, H will be taken from this side or this side. You need to have, according to Sedgwick rule, mole alkylated alkene you should have. So take out hydrogen from this side, right? And you will have the formation of this double bond over here, right? So it will be this one. That is D is the correct answer. Okay, D is going to be the correct answer here. Wait a minute, yaar. Wait a minute. अच्छा यार, I think in hurry I am doing ना. चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. I'll slow down. This will be double bond, right? I didn't check that only, I just saw that. Acha, this is the double bond, this is definitely ruled out, match this, double bond. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that matches B, not D, okay? See the rest of the structure also, that is matching this one, okay? Yes, just remember that this is according to the Sedgwick rule. Just remember that thing, okay? It is according to the Sedgwick rule. Next is, which of the following complexes paramagnetic in nature? Achha, this question is also exactly from shift number 1. Okay, in shift number 1 we discussed that you have NiCl and they are asking questions from VBT of coordination compound. Very, I think they have luck for CFT. Before they were asking question more on CFT. Now more questions are asked on VBT of coordination compounds, right? Okay, so I would advise you do both. Okay, both are important, do both, right? So here it is NiCl4. We know that nickel is 2 positive states, so that means it is 3d8, right? So here you have 8 electrons, right? Cl is no pairing, so it will be 1 and it will be 3 over here. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So definitely it has 2 unpaired electron. It is paramagnetic in nature. Answer is A is the correct answer. Okay, A is the correct answer. Okay, next question is, okay, this question is also repeated from shift number 1 of today's slot, right? Shift 1 of 28th Jan. Now, same question we did, same kind of question we did, right? They have just changed few things here. Simple unitary method you can apply here. 30 gram of HNO3 is added to a solution prepared by 75% of WW. So if I say 75%, that means 75 gram of HNO3 in 100 gram of solution, right? 1 gram means it will be in 100 by 75 gram of solution. 30 gram will be in 100 by 75 into 30 gram of solution, right? So this is the weight of solution. Weight of solution is coming out to be 100 into 30 by 75. Density is given to you. Density is equals to mass by volume. They are asking the volume. Same question we did. It just the change is there. They had given us molarity. Here they have given even simple question, right? So volume is equals to, basically now they are asking very simple question. Very in this shift now they are asking very simple questions from physical chemistry, right? And they have asked good questions from organic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry, I would say, was like top. Then after that it was organic. Then it was physical, right? Okay, according to that the level was in this shift. Okay, it was also not very difficult, but yes, organic and inorganic were quite similar if we talk about the level, right? Mass is 100 multiplied by 30 divided by 75. Density is given to be 1.25, and you will get the answer. Solve it, you will get the answer in milliliters. Okay, you just do the calculation, solve this, you will get the answer. Okay, next question is a statement based question, guys. That is, you have these two statements. Okay, very simple from isomerism. Till now they were focusing more on stereoisomer, calculation of stereoisomer. Now focus is shifted to structural isomers. Okay, so it's not like complicated question has been asked, very simple question has been asked. That is, this is ring, this is our ring chain isomer. Firstly, we have to see whether they are isomers or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so hydrogen will also be same. This du is 1, du is 1. So definitely they are going to be isomers, right? Now this is one ring, this is one chain which is having a double bond. That means they are going to be ring chain isomer. That is true. Here it is NH2, here it is NH. So what we are going to do? It is 1 degree, it is 2 degree. 1 degree and 2 degree are isomers and they are functional isomer. Okay. 1 degree alcohol and 2 degree alcohol, 3 degree alcohol are not functional isomer. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amine are functional isomers. So this is also true, right? Okay, the student who have their whose basics are strong, they will find it very simple. Okay, if you have not studied isomerism, then definitely you will have no idea. Now this was the question now from an elementary reaction. Okay, this was that question. I would say every student will find this very simple. So this is, they have given elementary reaction. Elementary reaction means rate will be equals to K, A and this is B. Now they are saying that when volume becomes 1 by 3, volume and concentration are inversely proportional to each other. If volume is 1 by 3, that means concentration is increasing 3 times. So this will be 3 times. So that means R dash will be K. This is 3A and B is also increasing. So this will be 3B. So in total it will be 9R. New R dash will be equals to 9R. So answer will be 9 times. Okay, understood? Yes. Sometimes we in hurry, we just directly put 1 by 3. Okay, but they are talking about volume here. Concentration is inversely proportional to volume. Okay, next question is, now beta again the same question they have asked from, as I told you, VBT, they are like in love with VBT from coordination chemistry, like totally in love with that, right? So here beta, this is CO, not CO, this is also CO. Just solve for one. Dekho, let's eliminate firstly. If I solve, which is different in all the cases, they have some similarities over here. If I solve for A, then I don't need to solve for B. Okay. Firstly, let us solve whether A is first or second. A can be first or second. Simple. You don't even have to calculate this. We know that fluorine is a weak field ligand. There will be no pairing. No pairing means it will have outer octahedral, right? So it will be sp3d2. It will be sp3d2, that we can say, right? So it will be sp3d2, that means A is 1, not this, okay? Without solving, I am doing this question. Solving, so you can easily do, right? Now, B, we don't need to solve that. C, let us see, if we know C is fourth or third, we will be able to answer this. C is NiCl4. Same question was asked previously, na? NiCl4, paramagnetic, diamagnetic. We saw that NiCl4, it was 3d8 and there was no pairing. So it will be sp3, not dsp2. So it will be C will be third. So answer will be A is the correct answer. Okay. Without solving, we solved this, right? Without like saving your time, right? If you have little bit knowledge on this, you don't even need to solve this, right? Directly you can say that when there is pairing, definitely inner d orbitals will be involved, right? If there is no pairing, or outer d orbital will be involved, right? So directly you can answer. Okay, I don't know why they have asked this question in JEE. Trust me, I was in shock when I saw this question. Like, I don't know why. Like, some questions are very easy. Like, it's too easy. It's like a 9th class question. The correct name of first and second in the following processes is. See, guys, first is solid to vapor. Solid to directly vapors is sublimation, right? Okay. Then you have vapors to solid. Vapors to solid. Vapors are converting back to solid. That is condensation, or you can say deposition. So, answer is C is the correct answer. Okay, C is the correct answer. Very, very simple. Okay, next is which of the following biomolecules? Now, till now, they were not asking good questions from biomolecules, but now they have asked questions from glycosidic linkages. So, guys, focus on amino acids as well, right? Focus on amino acids as well. Chances are in the next shift they will pick amino acids or proteins, right? So focus on amino acids as well, right? Okay, and DNA, RNA, ATGC, all those bonds also can be asked, right? So which of the following? It's not like they're asking very deep questions. No, if you have a basic knowledge, if you have studied biomolecules once, you will be able to answer this. Doesn't contain C1, C4 glycosidic linkage. Amylopectin has C1, C4 and C1, C6 linkage. So it definitely has. Maltose has C1, C4. Lactose has C1, C4. Sucrose has C1, C2 linkages of glucose and fructose. So this does not have C1, C4 glycosidic linkages. Okay. This does not have C1, C4 glycosidic linkages. Next is from periodic table. So very, very simple question is asked based on simple statements in the following. In the law of octaves, elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic numbers. In law of octaves, they were not talking about atomic numbers, they were talking about atomic weights, right? So this is false, right? Lothar-Meyer curve, Lothar-Meyer, just like Mendeleev, he plotted a curve that was between atomic volume against atomic weight. So that is the correct statement. Okay. So that is the true statement. Some students were saying that this question was different. Okay. So I'm little confused on that. I asked one of my students, he was saying that this question was, ma'am, little different. So I don't know whether actually this was asked or something similar to this, something similar to Lothar-Meyer. That means you can get an idea that this concept has been asked, and they are asking questions from simple lines of inorganic chemistry, right? Okay, so both statement nahi. First statement is incorrect, statement 2 is correct. So answer D is the correct answer. Okay. Yes. Next question is, consider the following sequence. This question has not been asked, right, in the previous shifts, right? A questions based on aromatization, right? So here, selenium, with heating it, what will happen? This cyclohexane will be converted to benzene. Aromatization will occur here, and after that you add CH3Cl, that means Friedel-Crafts alkylation, CH3 will be here. Then this question has been asked in the previous shift, that is from toluene, if you add chromyl chloride, you have from the Itard's reaction, you have the formation of benzaldehyde. I to like this question. I would say this is a good question. Okay, I like this question because it is a moderate level, good level of JEE. है ना. It's not very difficult, है ना. It's not difficult at all. It is simple question. If you have studied the reactions, you will easily be able to answer this. But it's not very direct. You will have to use your brain, है ना. So this is choose the correct option about the major product. So this is the major product that is formed. Now you have to see which of the following statement is correct. Benzaldehyde gives Fehling test. No, Fehling test is given by only aliphatic aldehyde. So this is not correct. Benzaldehyde can be prepared reacting PHMgR with CO2. Okay, let's do this. PHMgR. So this is pH, this is Mgr, Br, right? Okay, if this is reacted with CO2, no. C double bond O, OH. Benzoic acid will be formed here, na? Okay, so this will be pH. If we talk about this thing here, this is pH, this is MgBr, this is C double bond O, this is double bond O. What will happen? This pH will jump here, this will be pH attached here, this will get converted to OH. So there will be formation of benzoic acid, not benzaldehyde. So this is also not correct. C can give tolerance test. Definitely it can give tolerance test because aromatic and aliphatic both give tolerance test. So C is the correct answer. C can give effervescence with NaHCO3. Acid gives. This is not an acid, right? So answer is, this is also not correct. So answer is C is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, everybody. So that was about the questions asked in your shift number 2 of today's shifts. And guys, other questions will be given to you in the PDFs, right? Okay. So as the team is still typing the questions, right? Taking out the questions there. And the PDF of physics, chemistry and maths will be uploaded in the description box. And guys, if you are here getting disheartened by the attempts, right? Maybe you are feeling that, ma'am, I don't know, my attempt was not good, my shift was difficult, I was not able to score what I wanted to score, right? So now guys, take this as a wake up call, right? Okay, chill pill, take rest for 5-6 days, and not 5-6 days we are left with, because we are starting the batch on 3rd of Feb, right? So everything details are mentioned here, right? And this is also for droppers and for non-droppers. So basically you will have number of sessions are 3, total sessions are 35 sessions. You will have 75 plus sessions you will have. Number of sessions per subject are 25, language English, purely in English. And these are the timings from 3 to 10 p.m. you will be occupied, right? You will get the live classes, not the recorded classes. Okay, you will get the live classes here. And students, here, what is the highlight? So basically in phase 1, right, if you want to say, ma'am, please give me an overview that how much syllabus will be completed when, right? From 3rd Feb, you can say from to 11th Feb, you will have CBSE board preparation along with your JEE preparation, right? So 3 lectures a day, 30 plus sessions, marathon revision sessions also. Phase 2 is 12th March to 31st March. JEE means 2 preparation will be there, 3 lectures per day, 45 sessions you will have, right? All the things will be provided to you. Mock test will be taken there. You will have even pedagogy of different books, right, that you can solve here. So everything will be provided to you here. Total sessions are 75 plus. And what is the price here? So basically we have 2 batches here. First is JEE main 2 plus board. Other is JEE means 2 plus board plus with VIT triple E. Okay, so it's totally your choice what you want to opt for, right? Okay, so link is given in the description. You can go and check that, and don't get disheartened even if your exam was not good, right? You still have one more chance, so give it 100% and just relax and just get into this war zone where you are going to win. Okay, so that's my advice to you. That's it. Otherwise, chemistry is never till now the chemistry has not like shocked me that much. It was good question but not difficult questions anywhere I have seen till now. Physics was difficult, right? Physics was difficult in today's, and maths though always lengthy. But let's see in tomorrow's shift what happens, if we get surprise in chemistry or chemistry will remain the same. Let's see in the tomorrow's shift. All the best students who have exam tomorrow. All the best and bye bye. Take care.